Was the Badoop from the streamer or PC? I actually don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. Hi. Oh, this looks loud. Hi. Can you hear me alright? Is the audio decent? Let's see. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait, it might be nice to have chat up on my iPad instead. Was that the same song Kyryu Kark uses? I gotta be honest, I just got this playlist from Pigeon Child 30 seconds ago. Right before I went live, I was on I was in his chat and I asked what chill if he had like a chill stream playlist so I could steal it. So okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, chill video game music. It's stream safe video game music by Pigeon Child on Spotify. Alrighty. I'm so excited. It's been a really hard day. Oh, that's too loud. my when I laughed, it fully went red. Okay. Let me know if I peak too much. But oh my gosh, it has been a hard 24 hours. I have been looking forward to this for the past couple days, and I really need to talk about all these movies. Because this has been a great experience. I've done this before where I've like gone through an actor's like filmography. I've never completed anybody's, and never have I had such a good experience. Usually, you watch a lot of shit, you know? First one I ever did it was for Curtis Armstrong, and I mean, I think he's a great actor, but he's not like a movie star. So some of his roles are pretty bad. I've done it for James Marsden. Before this, James Marsden was, I mean, I actually honestly wouldn't be surprised if I've seen at least 20 things with James Marsden in it. You might notice also that all of these are men. Next, I'm gonna do Mia Goth, so that'll be fun. Um, so I can actually get a woman in there. But I did James Marsden and here, I want the music to play a little bit. Hopefully you can hear it just kinda. I did Ryan Reynolds, and I came out of that experience. We could hear you. Okay, okay. Then maybe it doesn't need to be higher. I don't know. It could be a smidge louder, TBH. Okay, okay. I'll leave it at -10, and you can tell me if that's okay. It's not overpowering you? Okay. So we're all good. Okay, okay. But I did it with Ryan Reynolds too, and I hated that experience. That was awful. I watched Van Wilder, and I'll never forgive him for that. If I ever got to meet Ryan Reynolds, I would think I'd be pissed at him because I watched Van Wilder because he was in it. So, what a terrible experience. So, I debated on whether or not to piss on Ryan Reynolds. Listen, there's a couple movies that I liked from watching some of his filmography, but not a ton. And one I truly hated, and one he was really bad at, you know? Okay, but we're not here to talk about Ryan Reynolds. We're here to talk about Ryan Gosling. We're here to talk about Ryan Gosling, who has a much better filmography, in my opinion. So I made a spinny wheel. To be honest, I never really watched films for actors. The reason I do it is because I have very strong drive S tier. Listen, we're going through the randomizer. We're going through the randomizer. We're going through the randomizer. The reason I like going through films for actors is because, one, I think it's interesting to get an idea of someone's like career trajectory. See like trends and like what roles they were picking up for a while versus other ones. And then on the other hand, I have very strong preferences for movies, like genre wise, and this forces me to branch out. I feel that way with authors. Yeah. There are a lot of movies in this list that I would have never touched if it were just up to me, that I am very glad I watched. So let's get started. Let's see what our first review is. I like reading manga and comics from the same author and seeing how they change from series to series. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun seeing, artistically, like, what moves them. And it makes me think a lot about, like, agents, because agents will really help you get, like, your next job as an actor, so. Sorry, I'm still eating my sandwich. Well, I gotta say, Slaughter Rule is, that's a rough start. That was one of the worst ones. We're gonna look at some pictures from it too. Maybe clips. No. Okay. So Slaughter Rule was a very strange movie. Will you stop? Sorry, I don't use Edge very often. I've just needed my Google Drive to be up doing other stuff. Where's the... There it is. Okay. Slaughter Rule was really weird. It's about this teenager. He's in high school. His dad dies. I'm sad. Hi, Mac. You don't don't sit for this one. 5.8, ready for my Gosling lesson. Well, you're about to get it. Hopefully I can make this entertaining. Okay, so Slaughter Rule is about a young man. He loses his dad in what everybody seems to be having denial about. It was an accident, but it seemed maybe... Oh, and this will cover some sensitive topics. Oh, and I wanted to make a... Hold on. I gotta set my sandwich down. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so that can go away for now. Yeah, just stream sandwich. That can go away for right now, because I'm just going to give a very brief overview. But then when I get into spoiler territory for each of these movies, I'll turn on the spoiler tag. But he loses his father, and then there are, like, budget cuts at his school. They can't have a JV team anymore. Or JV, not JB. JV team anymore. So he no longer also gets to play baseball, which is so fucking brutal, because the movie also makes it seem like they happen in the same week and that this kid just loves football. And it is about this random dude sees all the guys who got cut, which, by the way, also, they do not post a list of the people who made the team. They post a list of the people who got cut, which is crazy to me. Anyway, this random guy comes in, sees the list of people that got cut, and recruits them for a six-man like football team. This movie has very little to do with football. If you want a football movie, this is not your movie. It has very, very little to do with football. And then, okay, we're gonna get into spoilers. Where's the best place to put this, you think? I don't know. Hold on. I wonder if I can... There we go. I played six-man football. Yeah, I hope it went differently than this. Because this movie, if you have any six-man football questions, there's so little football in this movie. There's so little. Though they do talk about it like six-man is... I mean, I'm sure it's pretty different. But they talk about it as if, like, the spirit of the game is entirely different. They talk about it like, you know, when you're out there playing six-man, it's a different world. It's very different. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. They... Six-man the GOAT, apparently. Yeah. Well, not good enough to make varsity in his high school. This is like a five-a-side football soccer. I don't know. You're saying sports words to me, and you're losing me. But so you think it's gonna be like, okay, like a teacher bonded, like a mentor mentee. Like, the guy's not a teacher; he's literally a random man. I don't think he has a job. You think it's gonna be like a mentor mentee coming of age kind of story, and those often can delve into, I would say, creepy territory where you're like, I don't know if this is an appropriate relationship between this teenager and this adult. That's a little strange. Five-a-side just means 5 players a team, so 10 players total, which is more of a casual format for kids when you can't grab 22 players. This seems like it was, from what I read about Six Man, it was a version developed for, like, more rural. When a school plays six man, it's usually because they are a small school and they need every money. Yes, but the movie also treats it like that. Also makes it more intense because rural areas could be intense about their football. Six man doesn't count anyone. Interesting. But you think it's gonna be in, like, the mentor-mentee relationship can often be a little sensitive in movies. It can be hard to do in a way that feels appropriate, that this minor would have this relationship with adult, where you're, like, hanging out at, like, an adult's house, like, alone and stuff. And so I gave this movie a lot of leeway. Hi, Vibe. Hi, Vibe. I'm about... Is the old man like an old player? I think so. But he coached six man at, like, a different school, and a kid died. But there were a lot of rumors that him and that boy that died... Or is there a reason for him to be wanting this man's advice? I don't know. He needs a father figure? Yeah, I guess he needs like a man in his life. It's not very good. It's not a good movie, so I can't answer all these questions. How many movies have we done so far? I'm on the first one. I'm on the first one. So we're here all night. I'm here all night. Or until I pass out, I guess. I was considering taking a break to watch, I Didn't Want to Miss Any. That's ridiculous. You should. This sounds like a D-tier Gosling. It is. But hold on. Let me get to the thing that was so weird about this movie. Because you're, like, watching it and you're like, surely, even if it seems inappropriate, this is ultimately going to be a good relationship. No, the guy was like, he keeps talking about his 27 movies, right? I think it's going to end up. Did you explain the slaughter rule? Coffee Tron, it literally doesn't matter. It literally has nothing to do with the movie because this movie is about, like, a grooming relationship more than anything. It has so little to do with football. And you never even, like, see them play football. I don't think they had the budget for it. I don't think they had the budget to, like, choreograph a football game. They're, like... But that's just, like, what their relationship is. But the older man is very emotionally dependent on him. And the slaughter rule, I mean, I feel like this is general. This works for, like, all sports. It's just when you score so many points that they're like, just end the game. Because, like, they're not going to win. Just end the game already. So it's when you score, like, over somebody. It literally doesn't matter. It, like, comes into the plot, but, like, also not really. It also does not matter. You at that point, the relationship has deteriorated so far, you're like, it does not fucking matter whether they win this game or not. Oh my god, if I did this with Jesse Eisenberg, it'd be like 50 movies. Oh my gosh, Vibe, you have to! I love watching that. But yeah, this is like, it's like, I thought I was reading into stuff in a creepy way. I thought I was the creep. No, the movie is weird. The movie is weird. This guy, oh, you can't see my mouse. This older gentleman in this picture, he is weird. He used to mentor a boy who died. He has pictures of him on his wall. He has pictures of Ryan Gosling on his wall. He tells Ryan Gosling that the boy, his hands were really soft. I might, if people want to see it, and if you allow me to. I want to see it, Vibe. Is that enough? We used to call it the 45-point rule, but the slaughter rule sounds cooler. So. But yeah, it is like a grooming relationship, and the young boy needs to be far away from this mentor character. And that's it. Yeah, it was weird to watch. It was weird to, like, what, because, like, I expected it to be, like, a typical mentor thing. Coming of age mentor thing. But yeah, I think he might also, I don't know. But Ryan Gosling's character clearly feels so bad. Hi, Hobo. You missed something. It was good to miss that. So Gosling bottoms in this film. We're actually going to talk about how none of these movies, that this is actually the gayest of any of the Ryan Gosling movies, and it's like it's not gay because it's like pedophilia. So he does not bottom in this film. Thank God. It never gets to that point. But it's clear that Ryan Gosling's character feels Gosling hatches in this one. Yeah, this is very early in his career. What year is this? 2002. So this is coming off of Remember the Titans, that probably had a big, I mean, he was gay for Rocky and Project Hail Mary. Is it gay if it's a rock? I don't think so. They cut that part though. True for time. Yeah, true. I will say this guy does a fantastic, David Morse does a fantastic job portraying this character. It just so happens that the character is gross. I feel like maybe the film is trying to depict the older man being concerned about the youth of the boy who died, but it just comes across as weird. Okay. That's what I was thinking, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Because the way that he talks about him, and the way that he, like, there is, like, an extended hug, maybe, / groping thing with, like, the older guy. So he had to, so in Young's life, he was out on a boat. Oh, he's in a land speed record. Oh. He was out on a boat with, the other boy, and the boy, like, jumped into the water and, like, fucking drowned. And so one thing that the young man asked, that Ryan Gosling's character asked him is, like, what were you doing on the boat together that freaked him out so bad he dove into the water, which is a very good question. Like, he couldn't swim. Why would he get out of the boat? Why would he go in the boat with you? Why would he be so freaked out he went on the boat? But also, at this point, like, Ryan Gosling's character feels 77 on Rotten Tomatoes. People, listen, you will not see a very strong correlation between my ratings and the ratings that other people have been giving these. I would say for this one, for IMDb, 5.8. That's probably about right. That might be a little high. That might be a little high. I really did not like this movie. Because I think it's about pedophilia, or whatever the teenager version of that is. I don't know. I think it's about like a grooming relationship, but it is not clear about that. It's not clear enough to be properly about that. But yeah, there's like it's like occasionally you're like, oh, I'm wrong. David Morse isn't in the world's fastest film. Were you thinking of Anthony Hopkins? Ryan Gosling was also in a movie with Anthony Hopkins about 5 years after this. I was, lol. See, I only know that because I was looking at Anthony Hopkins. He kind of looks like him. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Got a distinguished older gentleman vibe. But yeah, not a good film. Not clear enough in the writing about like what it was about. And they do also kind of try to play this guy off as like, oh, there are rumors that he's like gay. And it's like, the gay isn't the problem. The problem is the age of the boys. But it's 2002. I wonder if tone was intentional. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I think maybe it was intended to be grooming. I don't think there are decisions that you would have made otherwise. Like, oh, it def was then. Yeah. And there is like a part where he like forcefully hugs Ryan Gosling's character, and Ryan Gosling's character is trying to like push him off, and he like hugs him and like whispers. I can't even remember what he whispered in his ear, but it was weird. Oh, he whispered in his ear like, "Oh, you're so much like the boy that died," or whatever. I see him in you all the time. So this is a pretty dark one to start off with. This is one of the ones that I was worried about talking about. The only thing worse we could have started off with was The Believer. But at least The Believer was good. Alrighty, so the Slaughter Rule, that goes in D tier. What year was that football movie where a girl wears the whipped cream bikini? Was that Girl Wears the Whipped Cream Bikini? Coffee John, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know enough about football movies. Okay. Remove that one. Watch it be The Believer next. Oh, yeah, spoilers can be off the screen. Sorry. Okay, Blade Runner. Yeah, vibe. I also was thinking of not another teen movie, and then I was like, oh no, that is Chris Evans. This is definitely Chris Evans with the bananas, but put it on top. I want the spoilers to be really obvious when they're happening. But fine, I'll put it up here. Because I want to try to do it non-spoiler at first. So if I'm talking about a specific movie that somebody's interested in. Put it across the booba? Yeah, okay. Bad, but I'm not signing in. I'm not gonna... Okay. So I'm actually gonna talk a little bit about the original Blade Runner 2, because I also watched that one. The original Blade Runner was very... what was the word? I said it oozed ambiance was my strongest impression. Just like the sets, just like watching Harrison Ford walk through all of these different like set pieces in this like cyberpunk world. Yeah, OG Blade Runner has amazing atmosphere. Yeah, and the world feels so crowded and dirty and neon. It's just peak cyberpunk. It like, and it's like, I like the cyberpunk game. It's like the cyberpunk game on steroids, you know, because it's like literally every time you turned a corner, yeah, kind of defined the genre right away. Yeah, for sure. I can see why. Literally every time he turned a corner, it just felt like he was in a whole new world, which was an amazing vibe. And I loved how campy the villains were. They were amazing to watch, and you do kind of root for them, especially after the assault scene right there in the when Deckard assaults Rachel right there in the middle. That was uncomfortable. I didn't like watching that. I didn't know how the movie wanted me to feel about that. I feel like it was a product of the time where they're like, oh no, like she is into it? I don't know. So I do think Blade Runner 2049 in comparison to the original Blade Runner had a lot more, OG Blade Runner has a lot of morality questions, which is good for the film. I don't know. Do you think it was intentional that they wanted Deckard to be a rapist? Rachel's like scared. She's like she looks so sad, and she just saved his life. Like that's awful. That's like really evil. I don't know. Is there? I just wanted a little bit more clarity on if that was supposed. I mean, I guess because it's from the 80s. If it was something that was from like today, I would be like, oh, we're obviously supposed to be seeing Deckard as like an evil bastard now. Blade Runner 2049 does not make that less confusing though, because they're like, he's so cool and good. Haven't seen the film in a while. I don't really remember the scene. It's so sad. It really caught me off guard. And I'm not like bothered by stuff like that. I usually like it if something handles a pretty like serious topic, but it was just kind of weird. 2049 has a lot of emotional clarity. Kay's whole arc so clear from the place he begins to the place he ends up as like being a replicant hunting other replicants to thinking he might be special. His relationship with Joy, I just keep thinking about. She is she's like a holographic like AI that lives in his house and like cooks him dinner and stuff. And he just wants her to be real. He doesn't even want her to be in love with him. He just wants a real relationship with somebody. So whenever she's like, I love you so much, he's like, you don't have to say that. You have to say that. I don't like when you talk about it like I'm your only reason for being. Yeah, she puts holograms of real food over his Nutri-Slop. Yeah. Speaking of Nutri-Slop, I gotta eat my sandwich. I think Harrison Ford's outfit for this movie is so fucking funny. I feel like he agreed he would do the movie only if he could wear his clothes from home. Yeah, he doesn't like the idea that she was made to love him. Yeah, and he just wants real connection. He doesn't need romantic connection or like, he just needs something real, and he doesn't get that. He doesn't get that from her, and it's so tragic. It doesn't sound like Harrison Ford. I mean, look at how lame this outfit is. They just put him in a gray t-shirt and some jeans and said, "This is cyberpunk, right?" I mean, look at Kay's cool jacket. Unfortunately, Jared Leto is in this movie. He's not in it enough to ruin it, though, so. Old man built different, I guess. At least they didn't let him have slippers and sweatpants. Listen, I don't know if we see his feet. In contrast to the original's like very crowded streets, there are a lot of big open shots like this in Blade Runner 2049, which does not fit my taste. I heard Jared Leto was good in He-Man. Good for him. I hope he was. Not that I plan to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it someday. The big openness, I do prefer the kind of crowded streets of the original ambiance-wise, but it's clear to me that the big openness and Kay's like small positioning in the frame, they keep coming back to shots like this. I do feel like knowing he's a replicant from the beginning of the film makes it weaker than the original film. I like the baseline scene so much. I like the scenes where they're having to hold on. We can watch a clip. Hold on, let me put the sandwich in my mouth. Oh, my mouth is full. Hold on. Let's watch the baseline scene.
I didn't even think I was at risk of shingles. I was wrong.
I will say, having the realization that Deckard could be a replicant and you never find out is one of the main things that make the films great. She was wrong. She was wrong. Sorry, I don't have an ad block on this. Can I...
Talk to your doctor today.
Where am I? I'm also shocked you'd bring it. I never use this browser. I don't know where I am. YouTube. Just bring it. Don't bring it up in a mini player. Oh, here we go.
Officer K D6-3. Officer K D6-3.7. Let's begin. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Recite your baseline.
In blood black nothingness began to spin. A system of cells interlinked within cells, interlinked within cells, interlinked within one stem.
Fuck off, skin job.
And dreadfully distinct against the dark, a tall white fountain played.
Cells.
Cells.
Have you ever been in an institution? Cells.
Cells.
Do they keep you in a cell? Cells.
Cells.
When you're not performing your duties, do they keep you in a little box? Cells.
Cells.
Interlinked.
Interlinked.
What's it like to hold the hand of someone you love? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Do they teach you how to feel finger to finger? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Do you long for having your heart interlinked? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Do you dream about being interlinked?
Interlinked.
What's it like to hold your child in your arms? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Do you feel that there's a part of you that's missing? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Within cells, interlinked.
Within cells interlinked.
Why don't you say that 3 times? Within cells, interlinked.
Within cells interlinked. Within cells interlinked. Within cells interlinked.
We're done.
Okay, so I just think I think in comparison to the original, I put this in the original. I watched them one right after another. I think I put them about equal. I think I put them about equal. They both have. I feel like they both have good things, and the good things are different about them. But what I really like, you should watch both movies 3 times. Oh fuck. Ah fuck. One thing I do like is that I think 2049 didn't need Deckard. I definitely agree. I think, yeah. I don't think he adds that much. I think it could have been stronger without Harrison Ford. Yeah, I agree. And it'd just be about, like, Kay, if Kay could have had more of a relationship with the, like, memory creator girl, I think that could have been really interesting. Him maybe finding, like, oh, you're not, like, a special little boy, you're not... So the plot of this movie is that they get word that a replicant has been born, that 2 replicants had like sex and made a baby. So there's a replicant that has been born. And what is the difference between a human and a replicant? Deckard fucked. Yeah, he fucked Rachel. Which I'm not, which once again makes me uncomfortable. But, oh, I lost my train of thought. And like, what is the difference between a human and a replicant if a replicant can be born? I don't like that. Okay, so the original movie, they also asked the question of like, what's the difference between a human and a replicant if blank blank blank. And the original movie, the difference is like, what is there any difference between a human and a replicant if a replicant can have entire memories of an entire human life? Doesn't that like, and you're like manipulating them emotionally to get them to stay in slavery. Like that's such a human motivator, their memories. So you're almost making them more human in order to control them more. You know, are rating the movie based on overall goodness or based on Gosling performance? Overall goodness, though I will talk about Gosling's performance in Slaughter Rule. He did okay. He did okay in Slaughter Rule. He did really good. He was very talented from like a young age. So like in his younger roles, what really stands out is him compared to other young actors. So he was good in Slaughter Rule. Nothing that blew my mind. I think he's really good in Blade Runner 2049. I think it's good I didn't watch. I guess the argument that people are born and replicants are made, so having a replicant be born causes too many moral issues using replicants. Writing movies based on how much I giggle and kick my feet. That is also a factor. That is definitely a factor, Vibe. We will talk about that. There are movies that I'm like, it's not very good, but boy, did I sure giggle and kick my feet a lot. Okay. Lost my train of thought. Replicants are born. Oh, so yeah, I understand that. I just think it is a lot less interesting of a thing to define humanity by than the idea of having like a past and memories and emotional like pressure points of manipulation. I think the original movie definitely won in that aspect because I don't know. I don't really care if somebody's like bored or not. That's not the most interesting part of like the human condition. So I liked the original movie's kind of like different, like big difference. However, I do really like Kay's character arc of being like, well, maybe I am the specialist little boy in town. And in that way, maybe not having to come to terms with the fact that he's been hunting his own kind if he is a special little boy. And that there might all be humans. But the idea in the original was that memories weren't there, which is what made them not human in society's eyes. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I get it, that the memories aren't real. But I felt that still giving them pressure points, emotional pressure points and things to manipulate was like very human way of manipulating. Also, Kay has that experience too in this film. Yeah, but they both are centered around in the first movie where there something big has happened. I agree with you, by the way. Yeah, I guess just to explain, in the first movie, they both have something similar where something big has changed and how we understand replicants as machines or a species or whatever. And in the first movie, that's they now have memories, they now have a past. And in the second movie, that's now, oh, they can be born. So I guess that's what I'm comparing, is that they both have this catalyst of figuring out that, of this catalyst of like new developments in newer replicants. But I really like Kay's storyline of thinking that he's a special little boy and then realizing he's not a special little boy, but like that doesn't matter. I just think that's solid. So yeah, I really liked Blade Runner 2049. I thought after watching the villains in the original, I thought the villains for this one were a little lackluster. The villains for the original are so much fucking fun. And when he, like, pulls his, like, head through the fucking wall, that's hysterical. I loved that. When he's, like, when the bad guy is, like, really hurt and, like, dying and he just pulls a dove out of nowhere. Or, I don't know if we showed him getting that dove. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying close attention. It seems like he pulls a dove out of nowhere. It's insane either way. I love it. Yeah, you feel for the villains in OG Blade Runner. Yeah, exactly. They're right. They're in the right. They're acting super evil about it for some reason, but they are 100% correct in what they're doing. It was a replicant dove. Where the fuck did it come from? that's my listen. I don't care if it's it's amazing. It's amazing no matter what. To just have a dove. Aren't real animals super rare in Blade Runner? Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. But yeah, I felt like the villains could have used more camp. I felt like, in true, like, when did this movie come out? In true, like, 2010s. In true 2010s fashion, they really were like, let's make it less campy. And they did that, and I do think it lost a little bit of the sparkle. Did you read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sleep? I did not. I think actually I read it a long time ago, but I did not read it for this experience. Hold on. I need to unplug my phone. Hopefully it doesn't make my tracking too weird. I need to unplug my phone and plug in my iPad so I can send you. So I can see chat even when I'm scrolling around. I did not read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sleep. Yeah, of Electric Sheep. I can speak. I'm really good at it. It goes awesome every time for me. Okay, so, but where do I put it? I do think it lost some of the sparkle. I'm trying to remember things I don't like about it. Because I know it wasn't like a slam dunk for me. I don't remember any of the fights, which is not a good sign for the fights. I remember the fight from the original. I don't remember the fight for the second one. So I'm gonna put A. Let's go A, and I reserve the right to change it later. All right. And also Ryan Gosling's really good at it. Oh, I was gonna say, this does fall in a stream of, I did not watch these movies in order of when they came out. I just jumped around to whatever I kind of wanted to see next. There is a kind of rough, like, Only God Forgives, kind of Gangster Squad, definitely like Blade Runner. There are several movies where he kind of plays the same, not the same character, but they have like a same affect of being like really like flat and really quiet. And a lot of people don't like that. I didn't watch it, and I kind of feel like if I watched those movies close together, that would have gotten irritating. He's just like me for real. He so is. He so is. Aren't we all like that? And I feel like that would have gotten irritated to me if I was not jumping around, but like, it's hard to be irritated with that if you jump in and you watch like Barbie, and then you watch Drive, and then you watch the fucking Notebook, you know, like, you don't get that same vibe that he has little range. And also, even when he's playing those quiet characters, I feel like he does a good job. Like, I know what, like, when they're not speaking, I still know what they're thinking, you know? And that's what, and if you're gonna have a character that doesn't speak very much, I think it maybe is important to have a very strong actor like Gosling who you can feel like you know what he's thinking. All right. Alrighty. Ooh. Oh, baby. Broody Gosling as a core of his acting repertoire. It is. It is. But on the other hand, we have Barbie. The Vibe movie. Yeah. Barbie is super funny. For me, it falls a little there. It falters a little bit whenever America Ferrera, I think is how you pronounce her last name. America Ferrera is giving her like speech about the inherent, um, what's the word? Inherent, like, not duplicity, but like contradictions of like being a woman, where it's like you can't be a pushover, you can't be bossy, blah 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 blah. I felt like they shot that weird. How many giggles and kicks of the feast do you give Barbie vibe? Oh, vibe, not me. Fine, whatever. Doesn't care. Frodo goes, I was sobbing, but like I also cried when I saw it in theaters. So this one I saw in theaters, and I did rewatch it. Well, sorry, Willow. That's okay. I'll survive. I mean, you're here listening to me talk about this for some reason. Hi, Forrest. How's it going? How's it going? I saw it twice in theaters. I cried both so much. Yeah, it's got some tearjerker. It's got some tearjerker spots, for sure. But I do think maybe some of the like feminist themes, I don't know, when people were like, oh, it's made by like this like great like feminist director, and it's like it's gonna be like, oh, it's so good. That's such a good song, man. And made by like a great feminist like director, and it's just like a very feminist movie. I was expecting a little bit more on that element. I found like the feminism in the movie was a bit surface level. I mean, it's not like what they say isn't true, but it is like, it's not very in depth. It kind of felt like it didn't really feel, in a way, that speech didn't feel like it was for women. That felt like a speech you would give to a man to explain what it's like for women. He sings in this one. It's so good. We're gonna talk about his singing. We're gonna talk about his singing a couple times. We'll probably just watch the Oscars I'm Just Ken performance because it is very fun. That speech felt like a speech that you give like two men to explain how hard it is to be a woman, but not a speech you would give other women. I don't know, and they just shoot it like she's having this grand revelation, when I think it's something that like a lot of people already feel or maybe haven't articulated, so I don't think it would be like revelatory. I would have liked it more if she had given this advice to Barbie in like a less grandiose manner. But that aside, emotional core of the movie, Barbie kind of discovering she wants to be human, and that being a complex human is better than being a Barbie with like a perfect life. And the fucking comedy in this movie fucking rules. It has there's some elements of it that remind me of what I liked about Lego Movie, which is like the joy of being a kid and just playing pretend. Hi, John! How's it going? The joy of being a kid and playing pretend. So, I feel like when they're in Barbie Land, in their dialogue, I can also hear the child's narrator voice being like, oh, I'm not doing anything. Just like a super big party that everyone's invited to. God, Lego Movie was 12 years ago. Sure was. Yeah, this also has made me feel old, because I was like, 2011? That was like a couple years ago. That's 15 years ago. 2011 was 15 years ago, everybody. Sorry, I need to hydrate if I'm gonna keep this going. If I'm gonna actually make it through all these movies. Oh shit, what was I saying? I'm so sorry. I need to take my ADHD medicine. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Hold on. Medication break. Yeah, you know, I need a vocal break at some point. I was debating on whether or not I would take a break to watch The Amazing Digital Circus. Because I am really excited, and that comes out in an hour. Okay, hold on, I gotta take this out of it. Did you show vocal warm-ups? No. Oh, did you not cinemas it? I didn't end up going. I just got a new cat, and I wanted to spend as much time with her as possible. And it's just been kind of, there's been some stressful things going around in the house. That's fair. Yeah. So yeah, I will just be watching it today. Like a pleb. I meant to go, I want to go to the cinemas and see the Backrooms too. And Obsession. But I don't know if I'll make it out for any of those right now, because my car's in the shop and it's gonna be like like $900. So that's why we're doing this stream, so I cannot think about that though. This is free. Talking is free. But Barbie's really funny, and it has that like joy of playing pretend and improvisational like fake improv, but like how you are when like you're a kid, where it's like you'll be healed by the time I end this sentence, because that's such like when you're a kid you just skip over the boring parts. You're like, oh, it's such good drama for Ken to get hurt and for Barbie to have to go with him to the doctor. But then it's like, but he's better because it's boring to have Ken like be hurt this whole time. So fucking funny. Do you guys want to watch the I'm Just Ken Oscars performance? While I drink. Yeah.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it.
Hold on, let me pause the Wii music.
A complete AI
That'll be
creation
distracting.
platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life.
Okay, I'm gonna get more water while this plays. One moment, I'll be right back. This needs to be louder. Unfortunately, this performance was hot as fuck. It is hot. the copy. I mean, he just sells it.
I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be today. Is it my destiny to live a life of love futility? I'm just kidding. Where I see love, she sees a friend. What will it take for her to see the man behind the tent and fight for me? I'm just kidding. So hey, check me out, yeah, I'm just kidding. My name's Ken. Put that manly hand in mine. So hey, world, check me out. I'm just kidding.
I don't remember Slash being there. Of course Slash was there. Apparently they had to try really hard to get Slash there. One thing that I do think is unfortunate is I do think the Ken craze, as much as I like Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie is the true shining star. I saw a thing about how Ryan Gosling would only do it in Slash game. I think he was kidding, but he did say that. I did watch where he said that. I do think he was being sarcastic. But I mean, he was full on for real. I don't know about that. I choose to believe in Ryan. I feel like he lies a lot. Yeah, I feel like I've watched a bunch of interviews now. I feel like he lies a lot. Mr. Gosling would never lie to me, but I thought you. Oh, were you not? Huh. It's weird. I thought there was like maybe a similarity between the two. I didn't know. I actually listened to a stylist talk about this. Hold on, we're gonna have to Bing something. What the fuck is that song called? What is that song? Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. I didn't realize that his pink suit with the gloves, it's like all in homage to Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. Is that so cute? With all the suits, and then I think they even have the staircase in Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend too. I love that. That's such a good pink too. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I don't know that either. Yeah, I heard from I was watching something with a stylist who has worked with them for several years, and so I don't know, it's interesting. I never thought that like a celebrity's personal stylist would also work with like the costuming department on like the movies, because it's like that important that like celebrities look cool all the time. But yeah, so Barbie is super good. Barbie might be I think Barbie might be S tier. Barbie might be S tier. I do kind of mourn that I feel like Ken shines a lot in the movie, and a lot of people focused on Ken, and I'm like, oh man, just like people to kind of focus on the man. Our first S tier, your first S tier, your first S tier. I think there are about maybe 5 S tier movies in here. So you try to figure those out in the meantime. What was I saying? Oh, but I do think it is just like people to see this movie where there's a very funny woman. I mean, like Margot Robbie is funny in this movie. I feel like people don't realize it because she has some really like serious and tender moments too. But my favorite line for the movie is a movie about women, girlhood, and patriarchy, and people still found a way to make it all about a man. Yes, that is my complaint, which I realize is ironic given the context of the stream that I would not have that I would not be reviewing it right now if Ryan Gosling was not in it. But I do feel like people made it a little bit about Ken. But then on the flip side, Ken is really like a metaphor for being a woman. The way that he's treated is just like an accessory to support Barbie through all of her super important endeavors, and when he's not doing that, he doesn't exist. And it's like in Barbie land, it's just kind of like flipped around. It's just like the gender norms are like flipped around. Um, so Ken is the more like female, like female, almost not female coded, but like relatable to like the a woman's experience, related like relatable to people who have experienced a lot of sexism. But yeah, I do feel like people kind of made it all about a man. But Margot Robbie's really funny. My favorite line in this movie is whenever the mean tween girl calls her a fascist and Barbie's crying on this curb, and she goes, "But I don't control the railways or the flow of commerce." That cracks me up. That one was really good. So that is an S tier. Okay. Catherine, do you want to come up here with me? Do you want to come here and sit? I'll hold you. Frankenstein and Me. This one, as expected, can't eat food. What do you mean? Have to wait for rice to cook? Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Oh, my music. I have to get some wee background music. Do 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 do. Okay, Frankenstein and Me. This one wasn't originally on the list. This was not. I said 26 movies, or 27. I can't remember what I said. I think I lied. Whatever it was, the number's not right. It's more because Frankenstein and Me was not originally. Oh, let's just do this. Let's just do IMDb. Frankenstein and Me. 4.9 is crazy to me. I thought this movie was very cute. It's free on Tubi. This is one of the movies where I said, like, because it stars a bunch of kids. I think Ryan Gosling's like 13 in it. Wait. Almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter, am I right, guys? But when Ryan Gosling and stuff where he is a kid, it's like, oh, this is why he got successful so quickly. He was just starting like leagues above the other like teenagers his age. Burt Reynolds is in it kind of briefly. He does die. Spoilers. But it's really funny. The mom is like, "You gotta stop having dreams." And then by the end of the movie, she does change her mind about it. But, she's like, "What were you daydreaming about, monsters again?" But the kid's grades are good. And he's like he seems like a good kid overall. And she was like, "You gotta not read comic books. Or you'll," and then even the dad is like, "I knew a kid that was really into comic books." And she goes, "Yeah, and did he end up like a worthless good for nothing?" And he was like, "Nope, he got a medical degree and he's a doctor now." And she was like, "Well, you're not reading comic books anyways." And I'm like, okay, alright. But the cutest thing about this movie is that this kid has fantasies, where him and other, like, his friends and stuff are in some of the horror movies he likes. So there's a little part with him and his little brother and Ryan Gosling's character and like this girl that they know, and they're doing like Night of the Living Dead, and I thought that was so cute. What a so I don't really know why it's rated that poorly. It's not a good movie. It's like a TV movie. It's whatever. There's Ryan Gosling. There's that girl that I mentioned. It's like whatever. Here. You can look at him. So little. So blonde. But it's cute to watch the kids pretend to be in Frankenstein and pretend to be in Night of the Living Dead. And you know, it's really all about like he's like grieving his father who died very suddenly, and part of the way, like, he already really liked horror movies, but part of the way he's like dealing with that is by like getting obsessed with like Frankenstein and zombies and stuff, because death is just on his mind a lot lately. So I don't know, I thought it was cute. It's a cute movie. I want to watch it again. Still D. Sorry. I apologize to Frankenstein and me. I'm not like. How nice do I want to be? I gotta also be honest. Do I have to be honest? I have ranked these movies against each other, not in a tier list, but just like this is my most favorite. This is all that is just slapping a D. Well, I'm defending it against the four stars. You gotta go with your gut, Willow. Yeah. I'll show you guys the ranking I have against each other later. But yeah, I would say it's about what you expect, you know? I don't know how much that factors into a ranking for you guys, but like, look at this poster and I go, it's a TV movie. And then Burt Reynolds is big on there, even though he's only in it a little bit. Like, it's cute. I mostly just want to watch kids reenact horror movies. That's cute to me. Classic horror movies. If I could have watched all of Night of the Living Dead and it was 13-year-olds or whatever, that would have been adorable. So that's Frankenstein and Me. That one's a pretty... I can't... Sometimes I'm like, am I spending enough time on this movie? But I'm probably spending too long on most of them, so... I mean, we've done... Let's see. We've done 4. Oh. I should not go during the middle of the... Wow! This one's not a movie! This one's not a movie, guys! Plot twist. Yeah, gotta limit yourself to like 5 minutes movie. Well, we're not doing that. I'll just do some faster and some slower. Listen, this is why I don't expect anybody to be here the whole time. I expect this to take a long time. Okay, Dead Man's Bones. This is not a movie. This is, if you guys didn't know, Ryan Gosling has a band. Or he had a band. They only put out 1 album like a bajillion years ago. And so this is one of the reasons I did this little experience, is because this one is just bones. What do you mean? Okay, I actually haven't seen the music video. You've maybe heard this song. Don't be rude, Coffeetron. Give it a chance, okay? Tommy, I'm gonna get you.
You're gonna lose your soul tonight. You're gonna lose your soul.
It's Dead Man's Bones.
You're gonna lose your soul tonight, tonight. Oh, you're gonna lose control tonight. You're gonna lose control. You're gonna lose control tonight, tonight.
No, stop it. Okay, so that was so one of the reasons I've been doing this whole thing is because I don't know, I think I found out sometime last year that Dead Man's Bones was Ryan Gosling. I knew Lose Your Soul for I've known that song many years. Um and I've always liked it. It's always been on like creepy playlists that I like. But when Iron Lung came out, I put Buried in Water on my Iron Lung playlist, so I've been listening to that a lot, and I think it's really good. And so then when Project Hail Mary happened, and it's like, I want to know more about, I want to see more about this Ryan Gosling guy, because Dead Man's Bones, I think, is a very interesting album. And I might be touching the computer a little less because I have a kitty cat in my arms, and she's so cute. She's so cute. But yeah, Dead Man's Bones, like, fucks super hard. I really like it. I think I like all the songs on the album. Fortunately, it's only one album. Show game. No! I can't. You mean show the kitty? I can't. I can't right now. Here, do you want to... Catherine, do you have anything to say? She's not as talkative as the other one. Oh, she's so cute though. She's so cute. Okay. So I mean, Dead Man's Bones. I don't have one. I don't have a because I didn't make this tier list even. Somebody else did. So does it have one? That's an easy yes. That's an easy yes tier for me. I love Dead Man's Bones. Yeah, super good. I don't even do I even like have that much to say? I just like I love like murder folk and horror indie music. I love like horror music where it's like, and the skeletons come out to eat you, you know, songs that tell stories. Buried in Water is probably my favorite one. I picked Lose Your Soul because I think that one's a little more popular. Check DMs. Okay. On Discord? Hold on. Wow! Oh my god, Vibe! Hold on. I wish you guys could see my arms, because I do a lot of little dancing. Oh my gosh! Hold on. Let me show the people. Oh, so big. Hee. It is absolute cinema. Here, this will live right by me. That's so good, Vibe. Thank you. Very funny, especially to get that when I'm not reviewing a movie. Yes, I like it so much. Thank you. What about here, Simon Up Beggars? I know! I'm just here reviewing art and Vibe's out there making it. The fuck is up with that? Okay. Now draw Willow bald. I mean, you can. It'd still be hot bald, I think. Okay, so Dead Man's Bones does not get a rating, but it's easily S tier. S tier for Dead Man's Bones. Good, if you need some spooky Halloween music, you should listen to it. It's a good album. And they, I guess I have a little bit of Ryan Gosling trivia, but I was looking up stuff about, Dead Man's Bones. Ryan Gosling and the other guy, Zach Shields, I guess bonded over, like a preoccupation with ghosts. Zach Shields had been put into therapy as a child because of his ghost obsession. And I think Ryan Gosling's family moved once because they thought their house was haunted. So I mean, crazy for both of them to find out that they are both former children from literal horror movies. Like, imagine your kid has to go to therapy because he won't stop talking about ghosts. So they wanted to make an album based around like the occult. So it's a lot of fun. Oh, and they also, I really like the organic sounds of the album. They both learned to play like a bunch of instruments, I think, which is here's where I call Ryan Gosling a liar. I watched an interview where he said he learned the piano for La La Land, but he plays the piano on Dead Man's Bones. He just doesn't like play the piano a lot. He is like, he's one of those people who like learns a new skill very quickly and then drops off of it just as quickly. Like drops it just as quickly, it seems like. So yeah, he learned like the Dead Man's Bones songs and like nothing else, and then he learned the La La Land songs and like nothing else. So he doesn't like really play piano, but like maybe that performative piano. But no, like I mean, maybe what was performative piano? It says, I mean, unless they're lying about it, but it like the Wikipedia and stuff says that like they play the instruments on the album. And they have a children's choir, and they had a children's choir there for, they like got a bunch of different children, when they went on tour once, they got a bunch of different children's choirs to help with them. And I just really, I'd kill to be like a fly on the wall during, The Notebook just came out, and Heartthrob Ryan Gosling just released an album, and it's got like a song that's like, there's bones in the ground and you should dig them up and take them with you. If we can't trust Ryan Gosling, then could we trust the Willow? I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, there's a song about sacrificing a town to the ocean or the devil. It's unclear. Willow says trust no one. Not even yourself, which makes sense because Ryan Gosling is literally me. Sorry, I've seen that meme so much lately. It's really starting to infect me because I've been going through these clips. The ocean or the devil? The Big Short! He's just like me for real. I'm also so stoic and sad. Can you guys tell? Okay, The Big Short. Some good fucking food. The Big Short. Catherine, come here, baby. Come here, my sweetie. Can you hear her? Can you hear her go? Yes, good. Good. She makes such cute noises. They're just a lot quieter than the other one. Okay, so The Big Short. It's fucking fantastic. What else can I say? My heart is melting, Willow. I know! I know! We think she was on the street to show us. I can't! She's blocking my tracking. Streamer show cat. I can't! I don't have a webcam! I don't have a webcam! It's literally impossible with my current setup! Get tracking to work on the cat. I don't know if that'll work. Take a video on your phone right now. My house is messy. I don't want to do that. I really honestly should not be doing this stream. Show a pic. TM is cat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Well, I have to go. Well, my tracking is not going to work because I have to use my phone. My god, I forgot that tracking. Oh, Gregory, thank you. It's fine. Here, I'll send them to Vibe first so that I'll get them, and then I'll put one on stream. Vibe can see both. No, I'll put both up. I'll put both up. Hold on. I was only gonna give Vibe the version where you can see the barest hint of my double chin, but I'll put both up. I don't care that much. Okay, whoa. Oh no, I don't. I want Absolute Cinema to stay up though. Okay, so I gotta make a new. Hold on, I'll give you the fucking cat. OBS making stuff super big does make for a nice little reveal. There she is. She was laying on my back this morning. And I was trying to fall asleep. I like how it looks like my bottom. I'm just peeking out at the corner now. There she is. She's just a baby. Okay, let's see if I can get my tracking to work easily. Am I back? I'm back. Hi. I can move again. Everybody says one long whisker. All her whiskers are very long. They're just all black. We so back. Yeah. The cat was shadow colossing you? Sure was. So yeah, that's Miss Catherine. Her name was Cat with a K when she was in the shelter, so I call her Catherine. Love her fur pattern. Is that Jacksonville's? Maybe. Don't ask questions. On the TV, maybe. It might be. It could be. You know? Can a girl relax a little bit with some yai? Okay. I know nothing about Jack Stones. It's been nostalgic watching him lately. Okay. But it's time for the Big Short, guys. We're gonna talk about the housing, the housing, the financial, how would you, the 2008 financial crisis with the collapse of like the housing economy. All right, don't you guys want to talk about that? No? Well, I didn't think I would either, but this movie's super fun. This movie does, like, this movie somehow manages to take that super depressing subject matter and not, like, it's serious at times. It's not glib about it. Yeah, I love that we can't buy homes anymore because of it. Yeah, it's not glib about it. It makes it extremely clear who's the one suffering, and it's, spoiler alert, not these fucking dudes. None of these dudes, even though this one, like, he's a pretty good guy, he's neutral. Bad. He's a bad man. Oh, Ryan Gosling wears these weird brown contacts. They look awful. He wore brown contacts in The Notebook, but they looked good in The Notebook. They look bad here. I don't know if it's the wig, but I think they're like too dark. I think they're like black. Yeah, I think because the contacts are like black and you can't take the black all the way in or the actor can't see. So you have to have, it's almost like the people who cause it should be in prison. These people, to be fair, these people did not cause it. This guy is specifically trying to maybe get some of the, like, he wants some of them to go to prison, but they are people who did end up profiting off of it. They just knew it was coming, right? And, this guy seems like a decent guy, at least in the movie. I don't know anything about him in real life. The rest of them, I think, are, I mean, this guy's evil. I would say bad to neutral. But they did not cause it. But they, I mean, it doesn't do, like, I feel like I should have watched this in school. I feel like I would have understood it a lot more. Understood what was going on a lot more. It does a pretty good job of explaining some, like, economic, like, not like theories, but like concepts. And doing it in an entertaining way. Like I said, the movie's got a lot of personality. There's a lot of like snappiness to how they speak, how it goes. Not quite the level of something like Social Network, where I feel like Social Network is like almost harder to, Social Network is like a movie when you're in the mood to like, you gotta really like lock in. You don't quite have to lock in so much with this one. I'd say it goes down a little easier. It's not so hard to like focus on. Le Grande Scope. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I gotta be honest, copy. I don't know. Oh, DVD covers. Oh my gosh, guys. Remember Blu-ray? I'm gonna get a DVD player soon. But them like investigating the housing crisis, and then there are a lot of these scenes of them especially these guys, them figuring this out, dealing with it, intercut with B-roll shots of regular everyday people doing regular everyday things, just to give you, like, even though, so they do go out of their way to say it a couple of times, but just to remind you who will be affected, whose lives are going to be affected by all of the injustice that is happening. And I thought that was like a really clever way to do it, to make sure that you never lose sight of like the true victims of the situation. It's a really good movie. Like I said, it's got a lot of personality. It's got just enough quirk. Like I said, not too glib. Explains it well. There's some funny moments. There's definitely some serious moments. Ryan Gosling's pretty good at it. This is one of his funnier roles. I find the contacts very distracting. The contacts look really bad. And I don't just think it's like, oh, that hair looks bad on him, and like, you know, like, I don't just think it's because it's like different. I think the contacts specifically look very much, I have a different cat now blocking my tracking. I think the contacts specifically look bad, because we'll come to it later. He wore contacts in The Notebook, and he looks so fucking hot in them. Not that this is a role he need to look hot for. It's okay if they uggify him. In fact, I think he could maybe get uggified more for some roles that might do him some good. Sometimes they just make actors ugly on purpose. And so this is a role where maybe they were kind of doing that, but I feel like the contacts are too dark. They contrast with his eyes too much, and so you can like see the line where it's very distracting. And then there's Christian Bale, who is playing a character who is supposed to have a glass eye that they talk about in narration. People find distracting. I found this fake glass eye way less distracting than Ryan Gosling's contacts. But yeah, it's great to see so many actors play so many different characters with autism. No, not all of them, but it does. Christian Bale's character and Steve Carell's character feel, you know, there was some neurodivergence there. You know, just theorizing. I know they are real people, and it is a surprise to me that I rate this movie so highly, because you might see later that I have a tendency to not like Perfect Little Meow. I know she goes Merp. She goes Merp. She wants me to hold her, because I usually watch movies sitting here and my hands are free and I can hold her, but I have to scroll through all these pictures. We'll just look at this picture, I guess. I've been getting her desensitized to letting me hold her like a baby, because my older cat never likes to be held, and sometimes I just want to hold, you know? So she gets held all the time. I think she's definitely into it now, though. She'll fall asleep. It's really cute. The music's distracting me. This is too much. Coconut Mall needs to get the fuck out of here. It's bringing me back to wee days. Oh, baby. But yeah, you should watch The Big Short. That one, I'm gonna say, it's a little S tier. Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I specifically liked, there were a couple different tier lists. I specifically like this one because they have mostly the same posters as IMDb, except for The Believer. Reasons will become clear momentarily. I might not be able to show you anything from The Believer. I don't know exactly Twitch's policies on some of these things. But we'll talk about it when we get to it. So it's Drive. And I believe it was Gregor who said that Drive was S tier. I'm really sorry. Drive is okay. Drive is fine. I liked it. I liked it enough. You know? It wasn't bad. I didn't have a bad time. It's like whatever. Let's go. Let's look at some Drive. This is one of Gosling's strong, quiet characters. Here we go. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Drive. I wanted just one of the things I like. I'm a big the first movie I ever watched from Nicholas Winding Refn was The Neon Demon, and I fucking hated it. It's one of my, if people are like, what's a movie you hate? Van Wilder and probably Neon Demon. I kind of want to give Neon Demon another try. We'll see. We'll see. Wait, where am I going? Drive. Hold on, sorry, gotta get back to chat. And what was good about Neon Demon was like the visuals were so strong and striking, and I really liked the use of color, and I feel like Drive maybe didn't have all that. I'm gonna take the spoilers off because actually I'm not gonna spoil any of Drive. Because I don't remember it well enough. I thought his scorpion jacket does not fit the character. It was, in my opinion, if this character is like so serious about like not getting caught, why would he wear like a super recognizable jacket on the job when he's doing getaway driver stuff? See, this is how beautiful. I wish the movie looked a little bit more like this. I wish the movie had popped a little bit more. And I wish they had more songs. They go back to that one kind of iconic how it feels to be human and what it means to like be a hero song, whatever. And like that song is good, but I kind of wish we had more songs. I don't know. Also, jacket Loki giving 2012 H&M, maybe a little bit, yeah. I remember people talking about this jacket. This is like an iconic jacket, and it is. But I don't know if this guy's the type of guy to wear like a jacket this flashy. So I don't know about it. I feel like it was a bold decision that I don't know if exactly fits the character. Anytime Ryan Gosling, there are scenes where Ryan Gosling is with, because he has a little thing with this chick, and she's got a son. Anytime Ryan Gosling is acting against a kid, he does a great job with kids. It's very endearing. It's very much a shortcut to making me care about your character. I like when he's like when he's like smiling at the kid and stuff, and he like doesn't smile at anybody. It's like, fuck, that's so fucking cute, the bastard. Looks so goddamn cool. But yeah, I don't know, this jacket, I feel like I've heard of this jacket, and in my head I was picturing something different. This jacket doesn't do it for me. Since when is this your username, LMAO? I was tricked. I thought if I changed my username, Shindigs would change his username. And he didn't. I mean, I wasn't tricked. He never implied that he would do that. But I wanted to show him how easy it is to just give up your whole identity and extort money from your friend. Oh, paws in the face. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. What is the movie on the top of the list so far? What is... Probably Barbie. Yeah, Barbie. I would say, and if I had to compare Barbie and The Big Short, I'd probably pick Barbie. There's also going on, like, what movie would I rewatch? The Big Short? I'm probably not gonna rewatch it, you know? I feel like I got what I needed from it. And now I know a little bit more about the financial crisis of 2008. Okay. Oh, it is a good time for a stretch, isn't it? Oh, big stretch for Kitty. Well, actually, Willow needs to stand up for a second. The kitty, I can't make her stretch. She can't read chat. She doesn't know about channel points. Ugh. Train her? We'll get to that. Okay. Hold on. I actually have to feed them. She doesn't know that I love her. She'll know. I'll tell her. Though, unfortunately, you telling me to stretch made me get up, which makes the cats realize they were hungry. And I'm so sorry, Vibe. It means I had to put Catherine in the other room for a couple minutes. Because Cliff is sick, and he has special food to eat, and she can't eat it. So, if they eat, they have to be shut into separate rooms. So, Catherine will be back. Oh. Catherine will be back. But Cliff's been shitting normal. Everybody say yay! He's 17 years old. He's had diarrhea for a week. I thought he was gonna die, but he's shitting normal. Everybody cheer. Alright, so I'm gonna leave my headphones off for a little bit, because you'll have to tell me if the music... I don't even know if you guys can hear the music very much at all. Big day for big poops. Let's go! Let's fucking go! I mean, the poops aren't that big, but they're fucking solid. They're fucking solid, man. Alright. Thank you, Coffeetron. It's a huge day. It's a huge day. What am I? Oh, I'm talking about Drive. Yeah. So I could have gotten more from Drive. I wasn't that. I liked Oscar Isaac's character. I really liked the tension of getting to know a girl whose husband is in prison, and then he comes back from prison, and it's like, oh, you haven't cheated, but like you're kind of helping them out in a way that like you're helping them out like as a man, as a masculine role model for like his son. So it's a little weird. I would have loved, honestly, this Drive makes me want an entirely different movie that's just about Oscar Isaac's character and Ryan Gosling's character. Like they kind of come to like an amicable, oh here, hold on. I've remembered stuff about this movie, so now we put up spoilers. They kind of come to like an amicable place. And whenever, especially when Ryan Gosling finds him like hurt because he doesn't want them to come after the kid too. Anyone, so wants to help him out. I would have loved almost an entirely different movie that's just like a family drama about Oscar Isaac and Ryan Gosling's characters getting along and finding a way around this like untraditional family dynamic where Oscar Isaac is the father, he is the husband, but also Ryan Gosling is helping because he's attached to the kid and he doesn't want to see them struggle. I would have liked a more like emotionally driven family drama about that. That's just me. I don't remember any of the action scenes from it, which is not a good sign. I'm not typically one for like car action though. Do they do a backwards thing? Maybe they do. I probably should have paid more attention. This was, I don't know, when was this? It's been a couple weeks since this one. But it's not, yeah, I could have had a little bit more. Christina Hendricks, great. I loved, there is an effect where somebody gets their brains blown out. It looked really good. I rewatched it several times. Bryan Cranston's great. Bryan Cranston's really, really great in this. Not a character I've seen from him before. Yeah, I'm just, as far as I would say there is a Drive S tier. Hi, Gregor. Have you been here the whole time? Have you been here while I've been reviewing Drive? Because I know you said it was S tier. And you're gonna be mad at me. I wish the soundtrack had more variety. I've been in and out. Okay, well, you get to watch me do this. Wait, where is it? Ah, fuck. I can never fucking find anything. It's B. It's B tier. It's fine. It's fine. It's a movie that I watched. And I don't really have thoughts on it. That maybe even could go C tier. I'm so sorry, Gregor. I'm so sorry. When you came in and immediately said Drive S tier, I was like, okay, we're going. That's why I said we're sticking to the randomizer. I don't want to spoil my rating for later, but I would say of the movies where Ryan Gosling is like a strong silent type, I think it's the weakest of those for sure. There's definitely some good parts about it, but yeah, I'd say B. Hell yeah, Pez! I woke up early in time for Will Make a Top stream. Well, you're in luck because look at how many movies we still have to do. Look at how many movies. This is gonna be a long day. All F tier. I don't care, not gonna lie. Well, it's good to see you, Pass. Movies stink? What a crazy take. What a thing to say. What a thing to say. Hi, Chris! Oh my gosh. Is the gang all here? By the way, do you have a letterbox? Yeah, I'll link it to you in a bit. DM me to remind me. But yeah, Drive's okay. Drive's okay. I'm not crazy about it. I wanted to be crazy about it. I wasn't crazy about it. Cause I can't believe we're all going to Offkite together. Wow! I can't believe you guys are pulling for me to go to Offkite together. Fracture! Let's go, let's go Fracture! Let's go! That one's like here. Alright, Fracture's okay. for my reaction, I'm just excited because everyone's here. But when it comes down to it, Fracture is okay. If you want a good court drama and a good mystery, what actor are you gonna hyperfix on next? Mia Goth. I've already decided. I've decided. Is it the Silence of the Lambs guy? His name is Anthony Hopkins. Fine, okay. Let's put some fucking respect on his name. He's Sir Anthony Hopkins. But yeah, it's Mia Goth. I have already decided. The only reason I haven't started with some of her movies is that I wanted to do this. But I've seen her in several stuff already. She's obviously very good. Actually, it's Anthony Hopkins. Exactly. Obviously, she's very good. And she has like she has an interesting career as like a scream queen, so I want to see more of her stuff. All right, what can I say about Fracture? Fracture is about Anthony Hopkins is like a super genius who finds out his wife is cheating on him with a police officer. So he Danish title? I don't know. Which one is this? Danish? Yeah, perfect. Is that good? Did I do Danish? Oh no, German. Was there Danish, or did you just think the German was Danish? What's this? Italian? Here, let's move the spoiler thing, because I want to sit. Was that audio level still okay if I haul? I saw perfect. I thought it was Danish. Wow. Here, let's... How do I... Here. Okay. Oh my god. Do you think that, oh my god, I hope real physical posters of this were in theaters. And I hope, oh my god, I wish I had one so bad. I wish I just had a big poster of just Anthony Hopkins' face that just says, I shot my wife. Makes the absolute cinema bigger. Okay, hold on. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye for a moment. It's time for here. Actually, we could move. Let's move. Let's move this window over. Spoilers, spoilers for just pretty much all the movies. Sometimes I take it off if I'm gonna give a general. But, this one, I don't know where you would, where you would determine where the spoilers would begin. I would say for right now what I'm saying is not spoilers. Anthony Hopkins, because I mean, this poster says it all. Anthony Hopkins shoots his wife, who is having an affair with a police officer. Knowing that, like, the guy's like a hostage negotiator, and so, like, he knew... I think this guy might have shot his wife. I don't know about you guys. I have a hunch. I should have put this on the low effort announcement thing I made for this stream. The police officer's like a hostage negotiator, so he takes her hostage first to make sure theaters 420. Let's go. Oh my god, it is 420. What the fuck? Oh my god. Guys, let's all get really high and watch the I Shot My Wife movie. Let's all shoot our wives on 420. I'm gonna die. Let me summarize this fucking movie. The police officer's a hostage negotiator, so he knew he would show up to his house if he took her hostage. So he basically lures the police officer to his house. Make sure that that police officer is the one who does the arrest. Make sure that police officer is in the interrogation room when he gives his confession. So that way, in the middle of court, he could go, actually, I was coerced into all of this because the guy who fucked my wife was threatening me. He's that police officer right over there. So it's like a pretty good, I would say it's like a pretty good, like perfect, like guy tries to do the perfect crime and he's already like arrested for it and he's defending himself in court, which is typically a really bad idea. And Ryan Gosling is a prosecutor who is deciding if he wants to be in it for like, he's a prosecutor who's like in it for the money, but he gets wrapped up in this and he like can't quite let it go. It's just sticking in his head. So I would say if you like courtroom, like mystery, like cat and mouse kind of movies, I would say it's pretty good for that. It's kind of in a tier of like, if you look at the summary and you look at the like trailer or something and you're like, this looks like a movie I'd be into, then I do think you would be into it. Does that make sense? Like there are movies that it's like Barbie. I think people who do not think they would like Barbie should still probably give Barbie a shot. At least a little bit, like 20 minutes, maybe. I don't know. But something like Fracture, it's like, if you think you'll like it, you'll probably like it. It doesn't, like, it holds surprises in terms of like twists and turn in the plot, but it doesn't like, it's like that Sonic, it's like Dr. Robotnik said in Sonic the Hedgehog, where he was like, but I was expecting to be surprised, you know? So I was surprised. If you look at the trailer and think, I really don't like my wife today, then this movie is for you. This movie is for you. There is no kindness to wives in this movie, I will say. Spoilers. Spoilers, does not go well for her. Pretty sad. There's like, Ryan Gosling, he is trying to get into like a different like law firm, and at that law firm is Rosamund Pike, and they like make eye contact across the room, and you're like, is he gonna fuck his boss? Of course he is. Of course he's gonna fuck his boss before he even really has the job, which is an insane move. And she's gonna like take risks and go out on a limb to help him keep his job. I would say it's pretty good. Like it's not what it doesn't tickle my penis per se, but you know, I say Fracture C. Fracture is a good solid C. Excuse me? Yeah, you heard me. It doesn't tickle my penis. My penis is untickled. It's cold and untouched. Hold on, I need a drink of water. Especially after I shot my wife thing. I hope you guys don't hate mouth noises. I'm sorry I did that into the mic. I'll try not to do that in the future. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! It's Larsa the Real Girl! Okay, I gotta be real. This is maybe one of my favorite movies of all time now. So, I guess just like spoiler alert. Can't be here, you don't want spoilers? Here, I'll make the spoilers really big vibe and you can just mute me and I won't show anything. How about that? And you can just mute me and you can come back when the spoilers thing is gone. That's why I wanted to make a graphic. Realizing another movie that director is called Roe versus Wade. Wait, which director? Director of Lars and the Real Girl or director of Fracture? Is it a good movie about Roe v. Wade? I don't know. Watching something about Roe v. Wade, the I Hate My Wife movie. I mean, Fracture was like a courtroom drama, so I could see that going well. I would say it was like a really good like courtroom drama. Really, I would say it's pretty competent. Oh, and look, Lars and the Real Girl, both 2007. I do want to take. Here, let's talk about Lars and the Real Girl while Vibe is gone, and then I can talk more generally. Lars and the Real Girl is fucking fantastic. Lars and the Real Girl will. I don't know. I just saw a poster that said Roe v. Wade. All right, all fucking right, let's go. I think watching a movie about Roe v. Wade, where I am in my life right now, would make me quite sad because of the state of things. Lars and the Real Girl. I had heard of this before. A delusional young man strikes up an unconventional relationship with a doll he finds on the internet. Specifically, they don't say it there. It's a sex doll. It's a life-sized, like silicone sex doll. And seeing it labeled like dark comedy, I've always thought that this was some kind of raunchy comedy. That this was like, isn't it so wacky that he thinks the sex doll is a real girl? Lars and the Real Girl is so genuinely heartwarming. Heartwarming. It has a lot of spirit. It has a lot of feeling. It is about this guy is really lonely. Did this one age badly? Copytron, it's so fucking it's so fucking good. It's amazing. You should absolutely watch it. In fact, and if you don't believe me, I do want to, if you're still here while the spoilers is up and you haven't seen it yet, that means that you aren't planning on watching it. I do want to try, this is one, here, where's my headphones? We're gonna watch a scene from it, because I genuinely, if you're still here and you haven't seen it, you aren't planning to, I've seen it, but I don't remember how they handled it. They handle it so well. They don't handle it, I will say, he's delusional and the psychiatrist is like, play along with his delusion. I don't think that's real advice. So like, the way it depicts mental illness is, I would say it's a really good but not accurate description. Does that make sense? He has a family that loves and supports him and is willing to go to wild lengths to help him. To like make sure he feels like supported and loved as he is working through whatever he is working through by thinking this sex doll is real. So we're gonna watch a scene from it because I really wanted to talk about this scene anyways. I closed out of YouTube. Shit. Sorry. Let's see. I'm gonna go grab a lozenge.
She was saying that in her culture they have these rites of passages and rituals and ceremonies and just all kinds of things, you know, that when you do them, or at least when you're done, if you live through them, that you know that you're an adult. Doesn't that sound great?
It does.
How'd you know?
How'd I know what?
That you were a man.
Nah, I couldn't tell you.
Was it? Okay, was it sex?
Yeah. It's no. Well, it's kind of sex, but it's not. You know. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, but I have to know.
Hold that thought. You know, you should ask Dagmar.
I did ask Dagmar, and she said that I should ask you.
Okay, you know, I can only give you my opinion.
That's all I want.
Well, it's not like you're all one thing or the other, okay? There's still a kid inside, but you grow up when you decide to do right, okay? And not what's right for you, what's right for everybody, even when it hurts.
Okay, like what?
Like, you know, like, you don't jerk people around, you know, and you don't cheat on your woman, and you take care of your family, you know, you admit when you're wrong, or you try to anyways. That's all I can think of, you know. It sounds like it's easy, and for some reason it's not.
I know, because nothing's easy.
It's like the old man. He didn't have to take care of 2 kids alone. He could have given us to an orphanage or something, you know. People do that. But he loved us, and he tried to do right, even though he didn't know how, and even though he had a broken heart. I shouldn't have left you alone with him. He was too sad. It scared me, and I just ran. And that was selfish. And I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. That's probably my favorite scene in the whole movie. Somebody pointed out, I think in the comments, it might be like on this video exactly, where they're like, I love that Lars is asking Gus about manhood when, sorry, I'm not holding the mic anymore. Lars is asking Gus about manhood. Well, Gus is specifically doing stereotypically like feminine things. He's cooking, he is doing dishes. And Gus is realizing in the moment, like as he's explaining manhood and he's explaining what you need to do, Gus has been like emotionally repressed, also suffering from probably like the emotional distancing of like their father. Gus is like, no, the hard thing, I need to do the hard thing for my family, and what my brother needs from me right now is to hear that he shouldn't have gone through the stuff that he went through. And it is a movie about full community support. No, I mean, to the point where, like, it's maybe, it, like, almost loses some believability that the entire community would be so accepting of him. I mean, what else could a girl say? It's absolute cinema. I almost don't want to talk about it too long because I don't want to spoil it more if any of you haven't seen it. I really, really think you should. Immediately near and dear to my heart. Immediately. I think this movie will stick with me for a very long time. I watched it 3 weeks ago. I've seen it at least 2 more times. I fall asleep watching it a lot now because it's nice. It's nice to have a story about somebody who needs something and people taking care of him. And him learning to accept that. I think it's truly one of a kind. Absolutely not what I thought. I have not seen Swiss Army Man. Is any of this giving you Swiss Army Man vibes? Because that will immediately bump up Swiss Army Man to the top of my watch list. Swiss Army Man has long been something that I'm like, yeah, I should get around to seeing that, but not at the top. But if any of my description is giving you Swiss Army Man vibes, and I'm sorry if you can hear the lozenge in my mouth, and I'm sorry if that bothers you. But it's a phenomenal movie. Easiest S tier of my life. And I guess I'll put better ones kind of over here. It's really, truly something else. Alright, but let's Let's make this absolute cinema a little smaller. So Vibe can come back if she would like. Oh, and I can turn on some a little bit. Vibe, it is now safe for you. Thank you. Paz, it does sound very good. I will be watching that. That sounds very much like exploration of. I tend to really like movies that are like big into like character study, because that gives you an avenue to say something about the human experience. Hi, Bug. Thank you for following. I will definitely be watching Swiss Army Man then. I'm here to listen to movie talk. You thank you. All right. Okay, we just got done talking about Lars and the Real Girl. Let's see what's next. I'm so glad I remembered I have these lozenges, and I'm so glad they're not expired. First Man. Okay. So, I might have mentioned before with The Big Short that I have a tendency to not like true stories. And I think First Man is a really good movie that just falls a little short for me because it's a true story. Because I did not find oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. Neil Armstrong. I was like, Neil something. Neil Patrick? No. That's the blonde man that dances. This is a beautiful shot. This is from the same director as La La Land, I believe. This is another really quiet character from Ryan Gosling, but I would say of his quiet characters, which I think I forgot about him earlier. This is a Neil Patrick Harris biopic. Absolutely. They made a Neil Patrick Harris biopic and they cast somebody else the same age as him to play him. Isn't that crazy? That's why it's bad. It's not bad. I would say it's a good movie if you like the space and the history and stuff. I think it's probably worth a watch. I like space as much as the next person. I don't super care about the personal life of Neil Armstrong in particular. I kind of care more about like the more like planning the mission, which they have some of that in, and I liked all that stuff. But the stuff about like his personal life doesn't really do it for me. And he's just strong and quiet and have a good night, Vibe. Sleep well. With any luck, I will get this done before you wake up. Unless there is a chance that I have to split it into 2 parts, but I'm gonna really try not to do that. But I found Neil Armstrong as a character, really boring to watch in this movie. He was not very dynamic. He does not have much of like a character arc, you know? Which makes sense. It's real life. In real life, you don't change like you don't typically have like a big revelation or like change in your character that happens over like a specific event. That doesn't always happen. So it doesn't happen in this movie, but I just think that's really boring. And it makes me feel bad because like, it's like, oh, the children of Neil Armstrong have said this is the most accurate portrayal of like their father they've ever seen. It's like watching him on this, it's like watching him again. And I'm like, that's cool for them. I don't really give a shit. It's good though. Like, don't let me give, like, everybody gives great performances. The part, especially when they get on the moon, it's really stunning. There's some there's some very tense shots, very tense like moments where like you can really feel like that their lives are in danger. Very cool thing to go to the moon. It was cool that they did that. I wish we could go back to going, oh, that fucking enemy country, I hate them so much. Let's play chess and go to space about it. I think we should do that again. I think we should play chess and go to space about our problems more often. If we don't like someone. So yeah, I'm gonna say First Man, B tier. Yeah, it's a good movie. I'm going, and this is my, you know, I default to First Man might be a better movie than Blade Runner, but I enjoyed Blade Runner more, and I've enjoyed thinking about, like, since I watched Blade Runner. When I say Blade Runner, I usually mean 2049. Since I watched Blade Runner 2049, I've been thinking about it. I have not thought about First Man again. First Man, more like First Mid. So true. So true, Paz. You really nailed it. Sorry. Hope, those fucking adult children of Neil Armstrong don't see this. I'm sorry I insulted, I guess, a perfect representation of your dad. But I thought he was boring. I thought he was a little boring to watch. I just would have rather watched Claire Foy's character the whole time. But she also spoke the way old-timey people do in old-timey movies. But I don't actually think they super talked like that all the time. Like, there was a specific, like, it'd be like, I feel like sometimes people use, like, the old-timey, like, newscaster voice, and they're like, oh, that's what everyone sounded like back then. But that would be like, if everybody sounded like how news anchors sound now, you know? But that would be weird. Like, in the future, maybe it was a reasonable thing. Maybe. I don't know. I'm talking more about, like, the stilted, really enunciated speech. I feel like people still slurred and mumbled a lot, but she's very enunciated. And I've seen clips of Claire Foy in a lot of things, and, like, I've seen clips of her in The Crown, where she obviously clearly has, like, really good diction, but it is not quite the enunciation. I mean, it's an impeccable accent, don't get me wrong. I'm no linguist. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe they did talk like that. But to me, it sounds like listening to someone go in the same voice you would be like, an accident happened on Highway 47 this afternoon. Like, being like, Timothy, you get here right now, young man. Like, it's a little... The average person did not need to worry about everyone understanding them despite using old crappy microphones. Yeah. I don't know. So, this was the 60s. This wasn't even, like, that long ago, I feel like. I'm like, how's my dad? But my dad wasn't, like, a kid in the 60s. He was just born in 69. This is a good song, but it is distracting. Sorry, we have to skip it. If I recognize this song, it actually means we can't listen to it. Okay. So, yeah. First Man is B tier. Let's go. Blue Valentine. What an interesting movie. Blue Valentine is... Oh, I guess I didn't need spoilers up. I guess I didn't... I was like, oh, I didn't put spoilers up for First Man. You didn't need it. He went to the moon. Hopefully you knew that when you went to the movie. Otherwise, I don't know how you got in the theater. Look you. Yeah, I'll keep spoilers up. I want to talk about spoilers for this movie. Not La La Land. We're not doing La La Land. Yet. Where the fuck did it go? Blue Valentine. I think this was a pretty big role for Ryan Gosling. This makes this movie look so sexy, and it's not. I really, going by this poster, I was like, I hope this isn't like a 3-hour fuck fest. It's not. It's really hard to watch, though. I kind of put it a little bit in the same category as Requiem for a Dream, where a movie is really good, and you're like, I don't want to watch that again. That was unpleasant, actually. Like it's like really good, but because I feel so much for the characters. Went to see Blue Valentine on a first date once. Ooh, how'd that work out? There was not a second date? Okay. And you're like, and that date, that was Mac. Yeah, there was not a second date. Yeah, I could not imagine nothing could dry me up more than this movie. It's truly a movie that goes, why do women ever let men touch them? But I'll get into it. You feel for the guy as well. I believe their names are Dean and Cindy. Let me double check. A lot of white boy names for Ryan Gosling I've had to get straight in the past 3 weeks. Let's skip this song, please. Thank you. I need chill. Maybe even sad. So this movie is intercut between this couple falling in love when Ryan Gosling is young and sexy. I mean, the thing is, they do a good job of trying to uggo Ryan Gosling a little bit, and then Michelle Williams just looks gorgeous still, which is rude. I guess it was easier for him. They were just like, oh yeah, he would be balding and he would get cringy. He would get like a mustache and bad glasses. And then with her, it'd be like, I don't know, her hair's short and she looks like a tired nurse, but like, she's a tired nurse, but like, come on. This isn't that much of a downgrade. She's still gorgeous. So yeah, this is intercut with the same couple. I don't know how many years apart, maybe like 4 or 5, maybe more. I don't think their kid is like 10 yet. Intercut with them falling in love and with them, I mean, I'll say it flat out, breaking up. I almost felt like I didn't need the part of them falling in love because them breaking up was already, like, the idea is, oh, this is what happens after the romance movie. Like, there's no happily ever after in real life. Sometimes you have this big, great, like, getting together story, and then real life just fucking cuts you down. This one, don't watch if you are close to the fucking brink. This is not life-affirming or good feeling in any way. This is just people being poor and tired and stressed, and that destroying the things that are most important in life, which is like their relationships with their family. It's insanely brutal. But yeah, it's them falling in love. And I really feel they do a good job. I mean, you feel for the mom, you feel for Cindy just because, I don't know, you see so many, especially like on TikTok or whatever, when women are like, my silly boyfriend, and then will say like something awful, like he never fucking does anything and he's sleeping all the time, or like a friend was telling me about, like, I don't, never mind. I won't say any of that. This is on the internet. I'm not gonna spill her tea. But when people are like, my boyfriend, oh my gosh, he frustrates me sometimes, and then they're like, he's a total piece of shit, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't help me, he actively makes my life worse. So like there is a little bit of Ryan Gosling's character of Dean, you know, he wants to play with like his daughter and stuff, and they wake her up. Don't wake a mother up. Play with your daughter in the other room. Have you seen Take the Spalts? I have not. Just, if you guys have movie recommendations for me, You guys should just also DM me. I'm not gonna remember all this. I am not. But if it's depressing like this, I actually probably don't want to watch it. I actually maybe could skip that. I could actually maybe skip having another experience like this. And I knew that going in. I had to watch this movie kind of in chunks, which I don't usually like to do. Just because it's another Michelle Williams. Okay. She's good. I like her. I did think she was the same person as Carey Mulligan, though. I was like, wow, they did Drive together, too. They did not. They didn't do that. That don't happen. About relationships. I hope it's a little more, like, hopecore than this. Because this is like, life will beat you down and then you'll be alone. Oh, this is that movie that caused my friends to break up. See? Look at what this movie does to people. But there is some, like, yeah, when Dean's, like, playing with their little daughter. No, it's very sad, lol. Okay, I might skip that one. That one might sit around for a little bit. Because I do think I cried during Blue Valentine. I'm a really easy crier though, but it's not even like a tearjerker. It's like depressing. It's like depressing in like the way that like doesn't even like make you weep. It's like there's no catharsis. It's just brutal. And I don't like it. It's good. I don't know how to rank it because it's like, was it really good? Yeah. Did it make me feel a lot of things, which is important for a movie? Oh, absolutely. I'm feeling so much even now thinking about it. Am I ever gonna watch it again? Fuck no. Why would we do that? And sometimes I think, like, would I watch it again on my own? No. Would I watch it again if a friend was like, let's put this on tonight? If a friend said, let's put on Blue Valentine tonight, I would say, you're fucking insane, let's do anything else. Same reaction I'd have if somebody said, let's put on Requiem for a Dream. I'd be like, actually, I thought I wanted to, like, not feel suicidal tonight. That was actually kind of my plan, was that we would have, like, a fun, chill time. I think I'd leave the house, yeah. You're with a friend. Maybe I should make a list of movies, stuff like Requiem for a Dream and Blue Valentine. Just stuff that, like, absolutely worst things to put on when you're hanging out with people. Absolutely, just, like... I don't even know. Despair core. Relentless and inescapable poverty and addiction core. Excuse me. Also, I don't know if I said hi to you. Hi Newt. I don't know if I give you an official hello. But yeah, he's like playing, and once again, Ryan Gosling, very cute with kids. I feel like he does a good job. The movie is mostly, a lot of the dialogue is improvised. I saw in the trivia that, like, Michelle Williams was nervous about it being improvised, and Ryan Gosling was all about it because he can't remember lines very well, and I was like, that actually tracks from, what I seem to feel like he's good at in movies, is that I feel like improvisation, he's awesome. He's awesome at. I can picture him as somebody who does a bad job at remembering lines. I mean, I don't know if I think he's done stage music stuff. I don't think he's ever done a stage, like, play. Which is something you'd have to memorize lines for. Like a lot and good, you know? But yeah, there's a part where, and I almost don't need the flashback parts, because, I do feel like I don't even need the setup for why they fell in love. I can already feel that this couple, that they don't love each other, and it hurts them that they don't love each other. There's there is a missing place where that love used to be. It is agonizing that they don't love each other. They can't believe that they don't love each other. There's a part where Dean says, like, I never wanted to be a husband or a dad, and now all I want is to be your husband and the little girl's dad. And I do think they do a really good job A lot of, so my parents were divorced. And divorced from like a pretty young age. Not to trauma dump on you guys for a second. But one thing I feel like I noticed a lot in school is I had a lot of friends whose parents were together, and they would come in and be like, "Well, I didn't sleep very well. My parents were fighting all night." And I would be like, "Oh, my parents are divorced." And they'd be like, "I wish my parents would get divorced." And like, I feel like so many parents are like, "We gotta keep it together for the kids," as if being in a miserable, dysfunctional household is going to be better. I think it's just parents not realizing, like, being afraid of making co-parenting work and making that big change in their life. So like it is scary. It is scary and it is hard. I don't think it's an easy thing to do, but I think a lot of people do navigate it well. This movie adds an extra little wrench. This is why I kept the spoilers up. An extra little wrench in that. Thought my parents' circumstances were very specific, where divorce was not an option. Oh, yeah, that would be brutal. I am glad my parents were able to get divorced. My dad does not deserve my mom. I love my dad. I'm very close to my dad. My mother's literally an angel from heaven. So, unless you're like literally Jesus Christ, you actually maybe don't deserve her. And that's just true. I'm glad my dad doesn't have my Twitch. My mom does though. Oh, what was I saying? But the extra little wrench that they throw in for why especially Dean would be motivated to try to keep the marriage together is that they do not know if the daughter is his. They think in all likelihood it is her ex-boyfriend's from right before she got together with Dean. And that, I mean, already men have a hard time getting custody. If Cindy wanted full custody and that child was not genetically Dean's, I feel like in most courts it would be no question she would get full custody. She's got like a more stable job. But throughout the movie, you see Dean with the kid more. And Dean, like, some of it's a little bit of like fun dad, mom who actually like does shit. Some of it is a little bit like that, but it does seem like Dean like actually cares for the kid quite a bit. And we don't really see Cindy ever express joy about like her child. It's all, I mean, I think there's regret there. I think there's maybe regret for not going through with the abortion. Which is so sad. Anywho, next movie. Jeez, where do I rank Blue Valentine? Where is it? There it is. It's like an A? It's like it. Let's just go with A. That's what my gut says. That's my instinct. Alright. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! It's a good movie, but oh, I don't know how to talk about it. I think I can say the words, but I'm actually going to err on the side of caution and not look up any pictures from this movie because of a lot of the imagery that is involved with it. I encourage you to look it up on your own and maybe even watch some clips from this movie. Because there's some very interesting things about it. Hold on. This movie is based off of a true story of a, it's based off of a true story of a Jewish man who hides his, like, heritage and and becomes a neo-Nazi. And then I think in real life later, a member of the Ku Klux Klan, but this is like a fictionalized version. So it still just takes that basic Jewish man becomes a neo-Nazi premise, and what fuels that. This was a really big role in Ryan Gosling's career. Understandably, he is fucking phenomenal in it. Fucking phenomenal. Maybe still some of the best performing I've ever seen from him. And I like him. I like him. I like, you might think like, oh, that's obvious because you've watched all this stuff with him in it. I did not come into this movie marathon thinking I was going to be a huge Ryan Gosling fan when I came out. He's just like, at worst, he's still solid, you know? Like, at worst, he's still solid. And at best, he's a highlight of the movie. And so, you know, that I do think that he's somebody who I look at, and I look at his skill set, and obviously his good looks, and his talent, and you're like, of course he's a movie star. Obviously there's luck involved as well, but it's like, yeah, everything makes sense for this guy to be a celebrity. He has the skills to back it up, I think, in my opinion. So The Believer. So there are a lot of movies about neo-Nazis that are very, like, how do I want to say this? They just kind of use, like, the scandal and the, controversy of the subject matter to skate by. I don't know why I watched Neo-Ned, but I've seen Neo-Ned, which is a movie where Jeremy Renner is a neo-Nazi, so I compared it. In my head, I was thinking of it a lot when I was watching The Believer. Neo-Ned really, like, infantilized. Hey, that's not for you. Neo-Ned really infantilized the, neo-Nazi character a lot in... Hold on. In a way that I found, like, pretty insulting. Because it was just like, oh, he, like, fell in with the wrong crowd. And then he never, in the next 10 years between falling in with these people and being a member of this group, he never really had, like, a thought about the ideology. He never really internalized it. He doesn't even really know anything about it. He's just a little baby wandering around, just listening to what everybody else... Oh, is my internet exploding or will I die? Maybe I died. Chat, did I die? It says unstable. I maybe died. Oh, I thought it was... Oh, am I alive? Am I good? Can you guys hear me? Back? Sorry about that. I do think that was my internet. I don't know what to do about that. Loud and clear? Okay. Alright. Well, where did you guys leave off? Where what was I talking about? Oh, maybe I glitched out my OBS for a second. Anyway, I think I was probably comparing it to Go Back 30 Seconds. That's not how a brain works. That's how videos work. I guess I was like, oh, like the character Neo-Ned, he was just like a baby, and he didn't really understand why he was a Nazi at all. The Believer, completely different. Ryan Gosling's character is a neo-Nazi who knows the rhetoric and knows what he believes and is very charismatic, articulate, and well-read. Very scary, like a very scary kind of Nazi. Not only is he following people around, threatening people with violence, he talks and he riles people up, and he is good at it. Like, it's an interesting thing to watch this very talented, like gifted young man be devoted to something so heinous, like evil. But I really felt like the writers knew what they were talking about. I wish I could show you the fucking clip because his acting is so good. But what I did go over Twitch's policies, to see, like, you can't, like, endorse Nazism, but you can talk about it in a cultural and historical context. And so I was like, okay, so a movie review is probably fine, but I feel like if I show you his speech, it might actually get flagged as endorsing because the character is endorsing Nazism. I don't know, I don't want to risk it, even if my commentary makes it, like, transformative, and even if the movie's not supporting Nazism. I mean, even when I went to go look it up on YouTube, obviously there are people in the comments like, all this is true. He's speaking the truth. I mean, that's how realistic they portray it. They don't portray it as good by any means. But in those speeches, if you just watch those speeches, I think it could be easy to see it that way. And very much, talking points that you would hear from, he talks about dissolving like the American dream, like the American way of life, and like the nuclear family. He talks about abstraction, and that everybody just needs to be about like work and what's in front of them, and that there are people who want to change the world into something more like abstract and philosophical. And that's, like, disgusting to him. It's so good. Like, I would say the first half of the movie is S tier, and the second half kind of loses me. He, still has, like, a reverence for, objects of his faith, of the faith he was raised in. Things like the Torah. And I don't know what the other things were called. What the other things he had were called. Where like they go, like they are planning to bomb a synagogue. Oh, so real 14-year-old boy, the world should be simpler and about me mentality. I wouldn't say 14-year-old boy. I would say same thing for a full grown man. I mean, he's wrong. Like, he's wrong, but like that's the kind of unreasonableness that you also get from full-grown fascists. To have fascism, man-child mentality. There you go. To have like Nazism and fascism portrayed by, these are intelligent characters, these are not ignorant characters, these are smart men, and not like, oh, if somebody just talked to them, if they just made one Jewish friend, they would be different. These guys are not like this. These guys are scarier than that. And I thought there was something like cool about their portrayal. I feel like it sounds weird for me to say. I like how accurately they portrayed the Nazi. But I think it's important to like understand when you are like, I'm really against this ideology, you should know what it's about. You should know why people subscribe to it. Why people follow that, why it drives people to like violence and to like devote their entire life to it. The reason I can't look up clips from it is because he wears like a swastika t-shirt like half the time. Not half the time, but several scenes, and obviously there are a lot of pictures of those scenes. But there is, in the second half, they start getting into he still has like a reverence from some of the objects of that are like connected to the faith he was raised in, and I don't really understand that. It wasn't really clear to me. Maybe I haven't watched many like other reviews and videos about this because I wanted to give like my raw personal explanation, but it's one of those things I might look up and see if somebody really like understood something that went past me. This is entirely possible that it just something didn't click for me. Because that's not how. Because the way his hatred seems to work is that it's self-hatred, but there also seems to be a great deal of like religious trauma that is driving him to this. That he was raised in like a strict environment that didn't handle questioning very well, and it really led him to like hate the people who were teaching him about Judaism, which then led him to hate Judaism himself, and then later even like all Jewish people. So extremely interesting character study. I don't think it hit. I think it loses me in the third act. Unfortunately, it just doesn't really connect. I don't really see why things went that direction. But like I said, I think I'm gonna watch because I know people have made videos. I mean, it's a very controversial thing. I mean, it's, you know, famous actor in this past. He was in a Nazi movie, but I don't know. I do think it's more than that. And like I said, Ryan Gosling is absolutely phenomenal in it. I do recommend looking up clips of like his speech and some of his speeches, because I think they're fascinating. And like things, it's like these are kind of talking points you should look out for. The Believer. Let's see. And this is one where they used pretty much the only cover poster of this movie that does not have a big swastika on it. Let's say B. No. A. Oh, maybe. Because it made me think a lot. I was thinking about this movie for like a week after. I had long conversations with, you know, with people about this. It really did something to me. Okay. Now for something completely different! Let's fucking go! Okay. This is a lot more fun. I know, hard to believe that something could be more fun than The Believer, but hey, don't mess with that. You cannot eat cough drops. You cannot have a lozenge. Alrighty, let's see, where is it? Fall Guy is like up here. Fall Guy is one of Ryan Gosling's more recent movies. I think it's his most recent before Project Hail Mary. This movie, I will say, I feel like I kind of like to start with the negative, especially if I like the movie, because I kind of remember that it wasn't perfect, and if I get talking about the positives, then I'll be like, maybe the movie was perfect. No, the movie wasn't perfect. I think the script is a little thin, maybe even bad. The script might even suck. The script could possibly suck at some points. I love it. I love it a lot. The script maybe sucks. I love this movie. There's a lot of stunts. So it's about a, let's read the little. A stuntman, fresh off his almost career-ending accident, has to track down a missing movie star, solve a conspiracy, and try to win back the love of his life while still doing his day job. So yeah, so he doubles a Tom Cruise caricature parody played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. Aaron Taylor Johnson gets involved in something. They need him. The girl that he really likes is directing a movie that stars Aaron Taylor Johnson, and if Aaron Taylor Johnson does not come back, then her movie will be ruined, and he doesn't want that to happen to her. I gotta breathe, hold on. I keep talking so long that I run out of breath, and then I keep just taking little breaths. Okay. I may need to go to the bathroom before too long as well. The stunts in this movie are, I mean, that's really where it's at. It's fun to watch. This would be a movie I would want to watch like with my family. with other people who enjoy stunts. If somebody likes watching WWE clips for just watching people do stunts, they would probably like a little bit of the Fall Guy. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if there's... Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna pee. I realized when I was like, I might have to go to the bathroom soon. Do you guys ever do that? And then you're like, I need to go to the bathroom now. Absolutely. And then we can watch a lot of these are climactic clips. I need an earlier clip. We could do the barrel roll. Yes, go piss girl. Okay, I go piss girl. Pretend I'm inserting a Fall Guys pink bean gif here. Okay. I've imagined it. Alright, okay. I'll be right back. Yeah, it happens to me about hungry too. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna leave my headphones off for a second, because they're, I don't know. The added weight is just making me extra. And then I'm gonna, as a snack, I'm gonna eat some beans. I have these barbecue baked beans, and I don't like barbecue baked beans. But my aunt gave me a lot of them, and I'm really and I'm trying, and I'm like, I gotta eat everything. Yeah, that's me when I eat barbecue baked beans. I don't like them. I don't know why I don't like them. I don't hate beans, and I definitely don't hate barbecue. I guess barbecue's not my favorite. I don't know. I've had 2 bites of beans. I'm done. I'm not hungry anymore. Never mind. Never mind. Girl never needs to eat again. She's actually cracked the code. Okay. I applaud the effort. Good luck. Thank you. It did not go well. Sometimes good combinations can just not work. Yeah, I don't know. But I guess not even like good. I don't even like it that much. Like I don't like. Where's the fucking? Let's see. I want to watch at least one stunt from the movie. It's just a super fun, silly movie. It was directed by a former stuntman. So and the stunts are really given a chance to shine. And then at the end of the movie in the credits, they give you like some of the more like raw footage where you can see the stuntmen. Where you can see it's like stuntmen and not Ryan Gosling. And that I'm gonna tell you, it made me cry because by the end of this movie, you'll care about stunts. Or you'll hate the movie and you'll be mad at me for recommending it. Because not everybody likes it. But I like it. I like it a lot. Fight. Let's see the bar fight scene. Yeah, let's do the.
Hotels.com is where you go to choose from.
Let's do. Let's go to hotels.com. I get a lot of hotel ads because I work at a hotel. So for context, he has been drugged, and also I think it's important that the drug dealer was just talking about how he likes cartoons. And I think this is a very cartoon-inspired action scene.
Why don't you come with us? Get you nice and comfortable at the hotel, huh?
Let's watch them do some fun stuff. Come watch that.
What are you doing, Colt? You know what I'm doing. I'm gonna stop this car. You're clearly high, Colt, and you're clearly chicken shit! Okay,
yeah, I've defeated Ryan Gosling, and I've absorbed him.
Hey, drive, what are you doing? Drive, bro! Listen, hey, you need to chill. Just relax, Hey, just relax. I'm gonna love another fighter, okay? Where's Ryder?
So one of the great things about this movie is that since he is a stunt guy, I feel like it's believable that he could do some of this stuff. Maybe not all of the stuff that he does, but like at one point they're having a fight in like a loft, and he goes over the side with the person he's fighting. He goes over the side of the railing, and he lands on the couch cushions because he can hit his fucking mark. Because as a stunt guy, he knows where to fall and how to fall to safely fall to get back up. And I'm like, man, that kind of fucks super hard. They seem to make fun of Tom Cruise a lot in this movie. I was surprised. I don't know. I saw somebody not seem the self-commentary is so good. Yeah, and there's yeah. They broke the record for how many rolls a car has done. Like when they like explode it and like roll it, they got eight and a half rolls, and obviously they put that one in the movie. But yeah, it's just fun. If you like stunts, I think you'll like it. If you like fight choreography, I think you'll like it. I think David Leitch, who is the director, he might have also done some stuff for like John Wick. He's been a stuntman for like decades, I believe, and done a lot of like stunt coordinating. And they get It's a little like there's a lot of like movie set stuff. So if you like movies, you also have, you know, fun with all that kind of stuff. But also just like a lot of creative stuff. I keep saying stuff. I know words. I promise. There's a lot of like creativity in how the action scenes are handled. I really like action scenes with like big elaborate set pieces and where the characters where the environment of where they're fighting really matters. And this is a movie that definitely takes good advantage of that. Um and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. It's silly fun. It's it's more of a comedy. Ryan's using his comedic acting chops. He's huge in this movie. He is huge, and I keep talking about it too much. If Noah's still here, Noah's heard me talk about it. I think he was juicing for this movie. He's never been this big before, and he's like over 40 here, and his biceps are now the size of his head, which has never ever been true in his entire life. But yeah, big strong man in this one. They set people on fire, they sling them around, and like there are like wire work shots where, because they're filming a movie, you could just leave the wire work in, so you get to see more of that. I just think it's so much fun. I think it's good vibes. I think the script is maybe not so good. So where does that leave it? I think A. Right? Are they? But I don't want them all to go in A. If too many go in one section, I might try to like bump some around to move it, to make it more evened out. Where'd it go? Fall Guy. I mean, I do have 3 S tiers, but maybe some could move. Maybe some could move around. Maybe Frankenstein and B can go in C tier. Okay. But yeah, very solid action movie, in my opinion. Okay. Next movie. Okay, Only God Forgives. Let's fucking go. Okay, so I thought Drive was mid, and I hated Neon Demon. So do you think I like Nicholas Winding Refn? Probably not. I fucking love Only God Forgives. People fucking hated this movie. Those people don't fucking get it. Sorry. No, I don't know. You know who... They might get it. I don't get it. I don't get why they don't love it. Hold on. I gotta fix my tracking. My phone's gonna die. Am I good? I think I'm good. Okay. Either they don't get it or I don't get it. Somebody's not getting it. Alright? I really enjoyed this one. It's got like a 5.7 on IMDb, and I did not like Nicholas Winding Refn's magnum opus in Drive, and I fucking hated the Neon Demon. This movie, so good, it makes me go, maybe I need to give Neon Demon another shot. I've been hating on it for like, I don't know, probably 10 years now. Maybe it deserves a second chance. This movie is so good. Let's see. Only God Forgives. Now, I will say Ryan Gosling, I think in the trivia it says he has 17 lines. So this is peak strong and silent type. However, I do think maybe some people gotta leave for now, but I'll try to get back on later. Alright, see you later! Bye-bye! You can't see me wave, but I am waving. What was I saying? Oh, this guy's fantastic at it. Vithya Panzeringon? I don't know. That was probably wrong, but I want to try. Kristen Scott Thomas, fucking phenomenal in this movie. She blows everyone else out of the water. She is so good in this. Sorry, cats are making noises. Ryan Gosling is okay in this. I do like his character, but I don't know if there should have been different. I think, like, part of me is like, I feel like there's a way that could have made, like, maybe they could have had audiences connect with him better. And I just don't, but I can't, like, usually when I give a critique like that on a movie, I want to be like, this is, like, if I were, like, an executive producer in the movie, this is how I would have said they should have been. This is the notes I would have given. So, you know, but I don't have, like, a specific, like, oh, they should have done this differently. They did a good job making him look fucked up. That was awesome. I love when somebody looks, like, all fucked to hell. Oh, I need to put spoilers up. For sure. Just show you these pictures, I need spoilers up. Ooh, let's move. Oh, shit. I tried to think of a way to maybe have the different movie title up each time I was talking about it, but I do think I would have had to retype it every time. I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't have been too bad. She's so good in this. So this is... Okay, let's see what the Julian, a drug smuggler thriving in Bangkok's criminal underworld, sees his life get even more complicated when his mother compels him to find and kill whoever is responsible for his brother's, like, murder or whatever. So Julian's, like, kind of, he's a character with a lot of conflict. He finds out that his brother, like, murdered a 16-year-old girl and, like, assaulted her. And so without saying it, because obviously he only has 17 lines, so very few words from this man. It's like, fair enough. fair play. glad you got him. And, like, initially doesn't avenge his brother. But his mother is super pissed at him for doing so. I want to show you a clip. I feel like I'm showing too many clips. But I also feel like people need to give this movie a chance. But I also feel like I'm gonna be doing this forever. Okay, alright, I won't show a clip. We can try to move on fairly quickly. I just don't want some movies to get a lot of time and some movies to not get their due, because, like, this is good. This one's really good. Huge trigger warning for it. There's some stuff, like, implied. I don't know. You can DM me on Discord if you need details, but, it is on Tubi. This is one that's on Tubi. So, you could watch it right now. You can turn this stream off and watch it, and I would say that was a good call. That would be smart of you to do. What was her name again? Kristen Scott Thomas. She is amazing. She is absolutely the spawn of Satan in this. It's like if you took a narcissistic boy mom, and made her like a drug kingpin. Very scary. Very scary to give a woman who we're used to see, an archetype that we're used to seeing not have very much power and still go insane off of it, given a lot of power. Oh my gosh. But I do think some people really don't like Gosling in this movie. I don't know if he was given like a Razzie or whatever. I saw somebody like gave him like worst actor of the year or something for this movie. I don't think that's true. I think when you're watching the movie, it might help that I don't know if everybody was doing, that I think you should probably do, especially with a character that doesn't have many lines, is when there are long, quiet shots of him, really look at him and go, what is he thinking? What is he feeling? And why would that be? Because it's like, there's parts where there's like a naked woman, and then you look at him and he's staring at this woman, and you're like, does he look afraid? And I think the answer is yes. I think he looks afraid. And so I think maybe people just didn't read into, and then people didn't go, why does he look freaked out for her to be, like, for this woman who he's presumably paying to be undressing in front of him? Why does he look so freaked out by that? And then trying to come to a conclusion there. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's a movie that I don't think holds your hand. I think it's a lot of fun. There are some parts that reminded me of, I want to say a specific movie, but I can't remember enough about the fight scenes are a little fantastic. Like, fantastic in the sense is like there's an edge of fantasy to them. Not the one that maybe the one that Julian is in. The ones that what's his character's name? Hold. That Chang is in. When he fights, there's a fantastic edge to him. Like, there is maybe a sense that his character is not human, or is maybe more of a representation of something. I don't know. I think, you know, you go off that. See, look at this review. People find meaning in anything. I don't know. Maybe. I liked it. I thought what it was setting up was good. I wish there was more fan fiction for this movie. I really feel my heart aches for Julian, and I want to read about him more. That's also a good sense of, like, if I want, what I've kind of realized is that when I want fan fiction for, especially for a movie, it is the idea that, like, I'm not done with these characters, so I really want some more Lars and the Real Girl fan fiction. Because it's like, I'm not done with them. I don't want them to go away. I want them to talk more and have more stuff. Like, I don't know, just live their life a little bit more just so I can stay with them a little longer. And I think that's something that's nice about fanfiction. But, okay. Only God Forgives. S tier. S tier. Gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him. It's really good. Alright, Ides of March. Ides of March was like a really solid political thriller. Once again, kind of a movie that falls in, where did that go? A movie that falls in a category that I kind of mentioned earlier, where it's like, if you like this type of movie, you will like this movie. This movie will fulfill the type that you are craving. Sorry, excuse me. So Ice of March is like a really solid political thriller. I think it's a little misnamed. Oh, I can take away spoilers. I'm gonna not spoil this one. I didn't even really spoil Only God Forgives either. Okay. I didn't spoil anything in Only God Forgives, so you should watch it. It's not even, like, all that stuff that I mentioned happens at, like, the beginning. The Ides of March, very, very solid political thriller. The name, to me, implied that maybe something a little more intense was gonna happen. I will say, at this point in time, the scandal that they are trying to deal with seems super tame. It seems very much like, why is that a big deal? I think the poster is iconic. I remember this poster from 2013. I, could not tell you anything about the movie, and I could have, like, drawn this poster from memory. It's very good. Ryan Gosling plays, like, what does it say? Campaign press secretary. And so it's political intrigue. It's like going back and forth in this campaign. Very solid. Like I said, if like a political campaign intrigue kind of thing, where, you know, a lot of people are moving around on the chessboard or whatever is interesting to you, you will like it, I think. B. B for me. I'm gonna say B still like good, but I'm not crazy about it. I guess B is my, if you like this type of movie, you'll like this movie. Gotta. Alright. Alright, La La Land. A lot of people really like La La Land. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. But I didn't... I enjoyed maybe some of the nuances and complexities and showing that the characters were... Like, I thought the characters were well-rounded. Though I do think, hold on, let's go spoilers. Spoilers for La La Land. He didn't make it to her one-woman show. Throw the whole man away. That's... You have to go to the one-woman show. You have to go. She's really putting herself out there. It's her first show. You have to go. You have to go. You have to go. I think maybe it would have served the narrative better. Oh, sorry. Our collection's been weird. I think maybe it would have served the narrative better, in my opinion, if Emma Stone's character did not become a big, like, movie star by the end. If she had just, like, really found, like, a footing just in, like, character acting. You know? Maybe she's, like, an iconic guest on multiple TV shows. Maybe she has some small parts in movies. Finding ways to be fulfilled artistically while being supported financially. I mean, that's the dream, right? I don't think it should be, like the dream shouldn't be fame and, you know, mountains of wealth. But this movie is Hollywood propaganda. Yeah, I don't know. What makes you say propaganda? I'm curious by that description in particular. Cause I don't know. A lot of people are like, the music's so good. I don't remember a single song from it. I know the City of Stars, whatever, but I kind of thought it was annoying. Like, I don't know. It didn't do it for me. And I like musicals. I like musicals a lot. I love Has-Been Hotel. I love anything Starkid makes, you know. Maybe I need the comedic edge to help get me in the mood. I love Heather's. I like the Mean Girls musical. I like the Legally Blonde musical. Like, I like so many musicals. But yeah, he's just... I don't know. It didn't do it for me. It didn't do it for me. And I appreciate some of, like, the artistry in it. I appreciate, like, some of the things they were going for. Let's see. Probably not going to talk anymore about spoilers. Like, in the costuming, everybody tends to wear, like, bright colors. A lot of... It's Hollywood jazz for white people. That's what old people loved it. That's why those two old people thought it won Best Picture. Was that what? Wait, I thought it was like for Best Actor or something. Did they actually read it winning for Best Picture? Yeah, this is not a Best Picture. This is not a Best Picture, in my opinion. I'm glad they didn't end up together. I do think more romance movies should have them not end up together. But in turn, I kind of think that maybe they should have ended up together and not had, like, their dreams fulfilled. Because I think also, some of the, I think maybe a good message. Not the movie, I never watched it. It's okay. It's okay. I thought I was gonna hate it. I didn't hate it. It's fine. So I don't know what that tells you. It's better than I thought it would be. They do a good job of like portraying like a relationship where you, I don't know, them falling in love was kind of like fast and I don't really get it. But I'm also like asexual and aromantic. So the idea, I just know it's Hollywood propaganda because actors love it, old people love it, and theater kids love it. But I'm like a theater kid, and I don't love it. I want to love it. I don't love it. It seems annoying. and she's so like, oh, her one woman show, she's like, no one showed up. And there's like 10 people there. Wasn't this a movie that got announced as Summer Sword Show? Was better another movie won that award? Yes. Yeah, the Oscars. And I guess Paz just told me it was accidentally read for Best Picture. So I'm sorry, I'm spacing out just a little bit. They did a good job of like giving me characters who I mostly wanted to root for. He doesn't make it to her one-woman show. I think he deserves death for that. Oh, okay, it's been so long. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. At her one-woman show, she's like, no one showed up. But there's like 10 people there. And I just think that, I don't know. Obviously, she's a flawed character. She's not supposed to be perfect, so that's probably like part of it. But it's also like, I feel like that's disrespectful to the 10 people who took like 2 hours out of their life to watch you. Like, I've never seen a one-woman show, but they all tend to be like pretty personal. And it's like random, like she had some friends there, and then there were random strangers there. And it's like random strangers took hours out of their life to like listen to you talk about like your like childhood trauma or like getting bullied in high school for like 2 hours. That means something. They spent their time with it. They don't walk out in the middle. They watched you. Like they were there. That's impactful. Like, I don't know. I felt and then she was like, it was humiliating. I'm sorry you're one woman show, the first show you've ever put on. Like, I'm like, are you new? Do you not have actors that are friends who have done this before, where you've been to those shows? I mean, I have heard actors, especially, like, I have heard actors talk about, like, literally no one being there. Empty. And doing the show anyways. Empty because it was like 4 a.m, because that was the only time where it was cheap enough for them to rent the stage. And it's like, no one's there, and you do the show anyways, because you have this stage. She was just born, actually. I don't know. They're kind of irritating characters. It's like, on one hand, it's like, oh, they're kind of like multi-layered, but on the other hand, maybe I just hate them. Now I'm getting annoyed at these characters again. Because also, he's super annoying about not about like Jazz, but about like he wants everything to stay the same. And then one of his friends does even point out like these people were revolutionary in what they were doing to like the jazz scene at the time. And you hate new stuff. You hate new things. So you're not like them at all. I also really wanted, at one point, Ryan Gosling's character is like, I don't want to work. What was that? Anyway, it's not important. They can't kick something. These story beats further prove my point. Yeah, it's whatever. I was interested in why you said that, not because I disagree, but because I could be convinced to agree. But Oh, what was I saying? Oh, Ryan Gosling's character, at one point, John Legend shows up and is like, hey, you should be, like, a part of my band. Which, like, first of all, I feel like jobs are coming to these people fairly easily for being struggling artists. It's like, yeah, they don't have, like, a lot of money, but it's like, I don't know. I've heard of much worse living situations. I've been fans of people who, I've been, like, hardcore ride or die fans for people who are like, yeah, I have 5 roommates and 4 jobs. People who I think are absurdly talented. And you know what? Do you know, it would hurt my feelings if one of them were like, nobody cared. Nobody showed up to my thing. If I was there, and if I was one of the 10 people that was there, that's why I'm like, those 10 people in the fucking crowd matter. Like, if 10 people don't matter to you, then, like, why would 100? Like, is it just about fame, or are you, like, an artist? And I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty good turnout for you, first time ever doing a one-woman show. I don't know. You're not gonna fill the seats, babe. You might not ever. I think it's important for an artist to find joy in the process, and with hope and luck and a little bit of, like, looking for opportunity, hopefully you can also, like, have some financial stability surrounding it. But for a lot of artists, you can be an artist, and that is not how you make your money. It never becomes part of your job, ever. One of my favorite artists is still bankrupt from an album from over 20 years ago. He played in my friend's town and didn't have a place to stay for the night. It is very cruel to be an artist sometimes. Yeah. I think you have to fall in love with the process. And you have to, even if at the beginning you're not, like, quote unquote in it for the art, I think you can learn. I think you can learn and, like, teach yourself how to not just be performing because you're good at it and because you like the praise and, you know, it's nice to do things you're good at. But, like, you have to learn how to connect with it on a deeper level and how to make that, and how to do, like, sometimes you have to change your priorities to make that the important thing. And so I wish that this movie, instead of giving these characters great fame and success, I wish that maybe they had ended up together, but their dreams adjusted. Like sometimes you chase your dreams, and I feel like very rarely do people chase their dreams if they end up with exactly the dream they've always had. Life is a lot about, like, sometimes you pivot, and you don't have to, like, quit. Anything can happen in showbiz, baby. The movie, sure. Yeah, she does, okay, Paz, you're gonna hate it after I tell you this. She does one woman show. Quits immediately after the show because it was humiliating to do the show, I guess, in front of 10 people, which, like I said, I think is disrespectful to the 10 people who showed up for her, to her friend. Like, her friends were there, their friends wanted to support her. It's not like I was understand if none of your friends showed up too. It'd be like, oh, even the people I thought my friends were, like, don't even want to watch me do this. I must really suck at it. Like, I don't know, I would kind of get how that would hurt your feelings. Excuse me, sorry. Sometimes you don't even have a dream. Right, sometimes you just kind of, like, are, like, vaguely... Because sometimes I feel like not having a dream, I don't know, works. And you learn... You try to learn how to be happy where you are, and you learn how to improve your life in little ways all the time. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. She has her one-woman show that people do show up to. And then she quits, drives home, and in, like, 24, 48 hours, it's, like, big big casting director was actually at your show and she wants to have an interview with you. Just like crazy big break. And I've heard from, I think it was Damian Haas from Smosh. Somebody like asked him about a big break and he was like, well, which one? Like, you have a big break and then you don't get any jobs after that for a while. And then maybe you have a really good job and you don't get any jobs after that for a while. Like, it's not like, it doesn't work all the time like how it worked for Ryan Gosling. I don't know enough about Emma Stone's career. She might have struggled for a little bit longer. I don't think Ryan Gosling, I think, from what I can tell, from the moment he stepped on the scene for being like a particularly talented child actor, people wanted to hire him. Like, he couldn't be a regular on Are You Scared of the Dark or Are You Afraid of the Dark? What's the name of that show? I don't know. He couldn't be a regular on that because he was a regular on Mickey Mouse Club. And it's like, do you know how crazy it is to be a 14-year-old actor and people are already like both like you just came to LA and people are already arguing over who gets you? That's crazy. That's insane. So it's like, I don't know if he ever had to do the whole, like, and that's the thing. That is the also thing that I think, for a movie about showbiz, the, like, meta commentary of, like, how the movie was made and the stories of the people involved in the movie, I actually think matter. So I think that Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling were not good choices for this, because these should be people in their 30s who haven't yet found success in their art. And Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling were both, I mean, Emma Stone might have struggled longer. I don't know enough about her career, like I said. But I do think she was still pretty young. And like, when, what would you say was like her, like you gotta think about, like, when do you become offer only? When do you, like, pretty much stop having to go to auditions? Like, I feel like they both stopped having to do auditions fairly early. People are sending scripts to you. They want your approval. They want, you know, I don't know. They want your name. You're the draw. You're a part of the draw. And I feel like these are two actors who that happened for them fairly young. And so I don't know, maybe this is me being like narrow-minded. I don't know if they would understand that. And not that, like, you know, an actor has to have the life that their character has to play them. But like I said, I just think in particular for like a movie about showbiz, I think it's a little bit more inspiring if you got actors who like did struggle, who made it through like their 20s and like never got a job, never got a job, only appeared as like a background extra in like Chicago Fire or whatever the fuck. You know, I think that would have been good. Hold on, I need to take a drink. And also, I didn't care for the music. There is one part where Emma Stone is with her husband and she sees, what's this guy's name? His name's not also Dean, is it? Sebastian. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's so insufferable. His name's like Sebastian Wilde or something. Respectful. I'm sorry to all other Sebastians, your name is fine. It's Sebastian for this jazz man. How can you're already like a pretentious jazz guy? You can't have a pretentious jazz man name like Sebastian. I love when Emma Stone is sitting there with her husband and so it's a daydream, but for a second I didn't realize it was a daydream. I thought her husband got divorced in the middle of a montage and I was like, that's kind of iconic. to just not show you divorcing your husband is not important. Bye, hubby. I kind of thought that would have been fun, but that wasn't the case. It was just a daydream that she was having where she would have been married to the cool jazz pianist Sebastian Wilde. I do like, it would have been very easy. So this kind of reminds me, it would have been very easy in these audition scenes with Emma Stone's character to have her do a bad job, but Emma Stone is acting her little heart out in these interviews, in these audition scenes. So it is nice that you see audition scenes where the person auditioning is doing very good and they still don't get it. I don't know. I felt that was kind of nice. I did like that. J.K. Simmons is fun. I'm like watching the trailer and I'm like, yeah, some of this is okay. Some of the shots were fun. I don't know. What I mean, I would say again, it falls pretty for I'm a little bit on it evokes thoughts and feelings in me. I reserve the right to change that later. But we're putting it in B for now because I think it falls in that category of movies that if you are like a musical about Hollywood, about La La Land, oh my god, I would love a film like that. You will probably like it. But you've also probably seen it by now then. All right, United States of Leland. This is a very special entry because it's the only entry that I think Ryan Gosling had a bad performance. And I say bad performance on purpose because it's like you never know how they're like directed and stuff. I don't want to say like he did a bad job. The performance is bad. Whoever contributed that, you know, whatever. I think he's annoying. He's always talking in like a hushed, soft tone. And he's going, I don't really know about that kind of stuff. I'm just a 16-year-old kid. Anyway, it's about a teacher tries to learn why a teen committed murder. Yeah, he plays a teenager that kills he has a girlfriend who has a brother who is mentally handicapped, and he murders the brother. And it's like, why did he do that? It's just a little... It's just a little blah. There's just not much to it. Like I said, I don't really like his performance. Probably because if the performance as Leland was like really tight, it would be good. I think his hair looks really bad. Not that really should affect the movie too much, but I guess it's just a note. Yeah, that's it. I would say it's definitely one of the like lesser movies on this list of like what I think is a very, very good filmography. It just does not meet expectations of like anything else. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take that off. How many more do I have? Oh, I still have a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Ooh, over halfway though. Over halfway. Do I speed it up? I actually haven't seen this one. I gotta be honest. I haven't seen that one in particular. It wasn't on my list because I was only picking stuff you started, but then I wanted Frankenstein. I always want to call it Monster Me. Frankenstein and Me. Sorry, I'm scratching my back. Oh my god, song to song. Ugh. Not to have a. Oh my god. United States of Leland was at least fucking watchable. You guys want to see something insufferable? I'm gonna show you a clip from this movie. And it's fucking insufferable. I know I was said I was gonna cool it on the clips, and this is cooling it. I don't want a trailer. I want... Yeah, this will work.
He said, trust me.
We should make a record together.
And I did.
I know you do the live music thing and everything else, but you want to make some money?
Whatever I wanted, he'd make it happen.
You've got talent. You want one of those? You want to be me?
Where do you get a jacket like this? Makes you walk different.
Get you 100 jackets like that.
Alright. Oh,
One
shit.
plan.
I didn't mean to... Oh my god. Okay, so the whole movie's like that. The whole movie is like... Take, like, poetry you would see on Pinterest, or, like, sad quotes. Take one of the four main actors going, I thought it would last forever. But it didn't. It was summer when you went away. They have voiceover like that the entire fucking movie. The entire fucking movie. The entire goddamn movie. Alright, they're fucking talking like that. And I can't take it. So yeah, they talk like that. It's just I also have to be honest. I have to be completely honest. I didn't finish this one. I did not finish this movie. I already put a review on Letterboxd. I don't usually review movies that I don't finish. I usually like really try to push through. But literally it's more entertaining having the TV off. Because if the TV is off, at least I can like if I have it on and I'm trying to pay attention, then I can't like daydream and make up my own story. But if I have the TV off, then I can like, I don't know, think about bugs or something. It's terrible. I have not seen any other Terrence Malick movies. Maybe one day I'll watch Tree of Life, because it seems like even people who liked Tree of Life do not like this movie. So, you know, I'll try not to hold this one against him. Oh, that's the other thing. It's one of those things where it's like, if this was made like with a couple $1,000s by like fresh film school graduates, I think it would have been really interesting. You know, shoot something guerrilla style. But there's like no fucking plot, and they're driving around in private jets all the goddamn time, and they're like at fucking Machu Picchu or whatever the fuck, and they're in like these skyrise penthouses. There's like obscene opulence in the as the backdrop of this movie. It's got like no plot, and then it looks incredibly expensive, and you're like, who fucking spent their money on this? I know, Catherine. Isn't it upsetting? Come here. Come here. Oh, very cute. Very cute. Who fucking spent their money on this? Are they okay? Yeah, it's the obscene opulence. Makes me like all the actors in it a little bit less, because you get to see how rich they actually are. That does make me mad. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything. I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it. I don't know what more can be said. Ooh. Okay. Song to song. Complete ass. Actually, you know what? I want to Can I add a new fucking section? Ugh. Maybe I can't. Maybe I think I might have to like log in or something. But wait. There we go. Ass. Ass movie. Bad. Put it lower than the weird Gruber movie. I actually don't know how to rank this one. Crazy Stupid Love. Interesting. Interesting. Crazy Stupid Love was okay. It's one of the 3 movies that that Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone do together. Let's see. I'm debating. I am losing steam. I'm losing some steam. I wonder if it's time for, how many movies is there left? Okay. Okay, I'm at work now, so I'm glad you hate Ryan now, but my internet's bad here. No, you're okay, because I don't hate Ryan. um, but I am actually going to, I think I'm really losing steam, so I think I might stop for the night. I really want to watch The Amazing Digital Circus. And I think I'm gonna come back tomorrow and finish the rest of these, because I have stream more. I'll try. Things have been very stressful, Paz. Things have been rough. This this Ryan Gosling stream has been my light. Did you do Project Hail Mary? No, not yet. Oh shit, the finale is out. It is. And I'm gonna go watch it. I haven't done Project Hail Mary yet. I'm actually gonna come back tomorrow. I don't know what time. Probably maybe maybe just the same time, just to keep it simple. Right? Yeah, because I should have D&D tomorrow. So coming back around the same time should be good. Okay. But I'll post like in self promo or whatever. In the various places. Oh, is that good? Do you like scritches there? Oh, so cute. It was a very fun stream. I'm not much of a movie person, but I do like hearing people's opinions about them. Okay, I was gonna make you show a clip where he shouts out the HoloLens girl. Oh my god, don't forget that. I won't. I absolutely. You think I could forget where he shouts out the HoloLens girl? Girls. I actually did I did forget. I did forget. It's been a while since I've seen that clip. Sorry, I keep having to lift my chin up because I got a little cap on it. Yeah, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do the last 11. Because I am losing steam. And I only have baked beans to eat. So I need to figure out how to make them taste good. Because I think they're yucky. Also, my throat hurts. My throat hurts and my like cheeks hurt from, I think, not only talking, but like you know, like emoting extra so that it shows up on the model, right? You know? You kind of like move your face maybe a little, like you hone in your expressions maybe a little bit more than you would if naturally. So I feel like my cheeks hurt. Okay. I will be back. I'll be back to finish this tomorrow, and I'll try to maybe stream more. But life is hard. life is hard. Yeah. The message behind Blue Valentine is that life is hard, and then you end up alone. Okay, no, let's not end on that. End on, you guys should definitely watch Lars and the Real Girl. That one's very life affirming and heartwarming. And I'm gonna watch it 40 times. 40 times by the end of the year, probably. Okay. Okay, I'm turning off the stream now. Oh wait, I should raid. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate all you guys coming. Unlike Mia from La La Land, I appreciate each individual who would actually take time out of their life to watch me do something. Because it's, you know, like that means a lot. Okay, let's see who's live. What happened to your car, by the way? Muffler fell off. You know. It's still the shop. It's gonna be back. It'll be back. I feel like when I hold on, give me 1 second. It's at the shop. It's gonna cost like $800. It's gonna cost like $800, which is $300 in the original quote they quoted me. So, and I'm already. Hold on, I gotta find somebody to raid, and I'm already kind of fucked because of all the vet bills. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna hit up Hobo for some money. No, I will not. Hobo, help me get. I will not do that. Hobo did help me get home, though. That was very nice. All right, we are going to search. We are going to probably somebody new for most of you. Somebody who I really like watching McCollum is streaming Legacy of the Dark Knight, the Lego Batman game. He is on a podcast called Total Party Skill, and I like him quite a bit. So be nice and say hello for me. Say something about Ryan Gosling. All right. Have fun. There we go.